What is up, everybody? I don't know what was going on with this, but I am here now. How is everybody tonight? Just trying to things, get things going. I'm gonna put this out in the chat since we are running a Q&A and see how that thing goes. Oh, I just want to see what that was, but it was me ask questions. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna play with things. How's everybody doing tonight? I am now my true self, the agent of chaos. What's up, Sports Cat? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Peyton? Pretty good playing some games. Speaking of games, me and my sister grinded it out today, and I beat the Diablo on the Switch with my Demon Hunter that I've been playing as for a while. I didn't really grind it, I was kind of just taking it slow through the game. But my sister just kind of hopped in my party today, and I was like, you know what, let's go for it. And we grinded it out for a couple of hours. It was pretty fun. So now my game plan is we're gonna start it together and do a playthrough on the hardest difficulty, which I haven't attempted on the Switch yet at all, and see how it goes. It should be fun though. Also, for any Diablo fans, last night when I got on my PlayStation, and I don't know how many platforms it's available for right now, but the pre-order for Diablo 4 is officially up. And so that's super awesome. Who's ready for some chaos? Back to the game. Yes, sir. I got it pulled up on the TV just so I can keep some tabs on it while we're going. But what's up, Papa? Nice to have you in the chat. We all miss you over here, and we can't wait for you to come home. Hopefully we're gonna have a chill night, relaxing Saturday night, just hanging out. And after we got off Fortnite last night, me and Amy played and won. Of course. After you left the first time anyway, I know we played one and got second, and I was like very close. But the luck has not been in my favor lately. When I play solo, I'm able to get a couple wins, but when we play trios or duos or squads, which I have more fun doing it that way anyway, we slack a little bit. Will there be a Twitch stream today? Maybe. It depends on how late we go in here and how I'm feeling, because I gotta work. I gotta be at work in 12 hours, so we'll see how we're going. What's up, Pizzle? I heard Pizzle met Tyreek Hill today in California, so that's pretty sweet. GG's, my dude. It'd been super sick if you could get a picture, but I understand why you didn't ask. Last game I played, you guys had 9 kills. You had some good runs. We all had some decent runs and some bad runs, but we'll be doing that a lot more. So anytime you want to play, Peyton, and we are rocking, then you're more than welcome. As long as we don't have too many people already in, you're always welcome. Fins up. I'm not gonna do the fins up, but I am rooting for the Dolphins versus the Chargers. That ought to be a good game. I'm excited for you that you're in California for that. Like, that's super sick. I need to make it a thing to go, like, to travel for some games, maybe next year if I can. I've been to Arrowhead, but other than that, just Cincinnati. So I need to make it a thing. But I am happy for you, Pizzle. And I wish your boys some luck tomorrow. They should be able to get it done, I would think. That Chargers team is good at losing. And right now, the Dolphins are good at winning. So hats off to them. Dad's boys, the Indiana Hoosiers, playing right now against the number 10 ranked Arizona. and they're in striking distance. I know that's where he's going to be at watching because he's watching it online today. There's 13 minutes in the second half left. And it's been a wild ride in that first half, so I know he's going to be busy. Also, for you guys who have not heard yet and that you follow college football, which you know that I do not, but USC's Caleb Williams did win the Heisman. I was kind of hoping that TCU dude did, just for no reason. I didn't think Stetson Bennett should. I expected Stroud, but I was kind of hoping for Duggins, but the USC guy did win it. This will not be a chill stream because of chaos. I don't know if you guys got the chaos in you today. I think we're all on the same page of just chilling out today. Down 3. Yeah, I saw the last 3-point shot. Was there another one? Was it Bates, I'm assuming, because he looks wound up, and he's not had a good game so far. So if he's getting going, then that's pretty good. I literally get Tampa and the Niners in the noon. I don't really want to see that, to be honest. Honestly, I do want to see that because I feel strongly that the Niners can get it done. I don't know what early games I got, but I am working until 5. If I do a Twitch stream, it will be whatever time this stream ends. I'm hoping that Caleb Williams is better than Kyler, but I don't really want to get into college football because you all know much, much more than I do, and I have taken it upon myself to decide not to. I'm going to let that be Dad's thing. He said I'm losing it. If I do a Twitch stream, it'll be whatever time this one ends. I'll run upstairs and rock that out. But I don't know if I will. I do have to be up early. So if we get off here early, then maybe. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We've only been going for 8 minutes now. We got plenty of time to figure it out. But I have been having a lot of fun on Twitch, hanging out with you guys, being bad at games. Here in the future, like I was talking to Nathan earlier, once Christmas hits, I'll buy a camera for my PlayStation because it requires a specific camera. So I'll buy that. It's like $50, I think, or something. And so I'll make that look a little bit nicer. And I'll also, after I buy that, that's my next big investment. Well, not big investment. That's my next investment. But then after that, I'll buy a computer. And hopefully we can get into a lot more fun stuff on Twitch because, like I said, last 3 nights I've been streaming with you guys, and I've had a lot of fun on there. Yeah, I know, Nathan. Will we ever get a 24-hour stream ever? Well, probably not during football season because football is like I got maybe 12 hours total I could give you, and I'm trying to see if one of my coworkers is gonna, if she's able to switch me days because I'm off the 16th, but I work the 17th, and so if she's off the 16th, I'm gonna ask her if she's switching me so I can be off the 17th. And if I do that, I will probably stream football games the entire day of the 17th. Well, other than the one that Dad's gonna stream, so we'll be on here. But a 24-hour Twitch stream. It'll definitely have to be after football season, or if we hit a crazy milestone, whether it be my follower count on Twitch or if it be the subscriber count on YouTube. If we hit a big milestone, then that will push me to do it further. What's up, Tin Man? Thanks for hopping in, saying hello. We're just hanging out tonight. 5K? I don't know. I'd probably do it earlier than 5K. Right now, my goal on Twitch is to get to 50. Just 50. I'm at 16 now. And our next big milestone for YouTube is the 2,500. Depends on what time of stream everybody wants to see. I mean, if we did it on Twitch, I could play as many games as you want. Just keep going. I could probably do it. If I had a couple days off of work, I could probably do it for sure. I don't know if I could play Fortnite for 24 hours though. Let's be real right there. I did talk to Nathan a little bit, and I know Dad is a little bit. He's not so much in it, but um, I am getting back to getting in it, and once I do get my PC, I think I'm going to download and start getting back into World of Warcraft. Now that would be a fun 24-hour stream. And I probably could do it. If I had like 3 days off of work and I did it like on my first one or something, so I had some recuperation time, but I think I could do it, and that would be a lot of fun. I got a couple people that said they'd be down to play with, and they said if I hopped in their server, they'd help me out a little bit. But I kind of want to like go from the bottom up, like straight grind from the beginning. I did see that, Sports Cat. Yeah, I've got a lot of ideas, and it's all coming down. You know, things are moving closer to being able to hit them. Hit the stuff I want to hit, so I can get started for stuff hanging out with you guys. Like that's my end game right now. Is just getting everything taken care of, so I can spend all my time with you. Also, since I do have you guys in here, I'm gonna put up a poll. Where's it at? Let's start a poll. Let me go see what the other one was. All right, so we're getting our memberships ready, and I posted in the Discord about this already, but I'm going to let you guys vote. And the 3 ones you get me so far are here, and I also put something else, so if you don't like any of those, click that, and you can tell me. I have a question. What the heck? What up, Haley? What the heck? That Mountain Dew video? Oh, I'm totally down for that. Seriously, I am. I don't know what the heck. But so this is the poll up there is what our membership, what the tier 1 will be. That will be the majority of everybody in here. So I'll leave that poll up until we get finished today, so you all have a chance to vote. Anybody that comes in and out. But I feel like it's more appropriate that you get to choose because it's you guys. My first question, am I late? What's up, Quentin? You're not that late. I mean, we're just hanging, getting things off the ground and going. But what's up? It's good to see you. I also get the Vikings and Lions and Bills and Jets. Those are the 2 early games I want to see. I got the Lions in the upset, and I really feel like the Bills or the Jets can sweep the Bills. And it looks like they're going to get some nasty weather. So if you eliminate that passing game from Buffalo, who knows, man? Who knows? Whichever one you guys like, be sure to vote because I like all the options. And if you've got another suggestion, let me know. Papa was asking me so he could finalize all that this week. And I'd rather your guys' votes matter the most. So I'd rather you do it. All right, 12 minutes left in Papa's game. It's 56-62, trailing by 6. They still got a chance. Are you streaming the Chiefs and Donkeys tomorrow? That's a 4 o'clock game, so if for whatever reason I get off work super early, maybe, but I don't foresee that happening, so probably not. I'm probably just gonna do Sunday night football. I don't even remember which game that is. Sunday night. Let me look. Where are we at? There it is. Oh, the Chargers and Dolphins game. Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing the Chargers and Dolphins. Crippy the Blood. I'm the good luck charm. If they come back and win this, Nathan, I will 100% be all in. I'll have to put you on my keychain and take you with me everywhere. But yeah, I will 100% be doing the Dolphins and Chargers, and also the Patriots and Cardinals game, which that one's really a coin flip of how it's gonna go. And if I can manage to get home early enough, because I don't have anybody that will be able to start that stream for me, at least until I get here. So I'm just gonna say no, so I don't say yes and then be a liar. Like the Chargers deserve another primetime game. I mean, at least they flexed the Broncos out. And yes, it might actually be a good game, Clinton. But like at the end of the day, we don't want to watch them on primetime. As much as I want to watch the Chiefs on primetime, I don't want to watch the Broncos on primetime. I saw a stream that was showing the game. That's crazy. Blood clots. Blood leeches. I don't know, but I kind of like blood clots. You guys are my blood clots. I'll swing that one past Papa and see what he thinks. What's up, Mickey? Good to see you tonight. Blood clots. Blood donors. That's not bad either. Maybe the tier 2 will make it. Tier 2 make it blood donors or whatever I don't know how many tiers he plans on doing, but whatever the highest tier is, make it blood donors because that's hilarious. Oh, the Arizona game? Yeah. I'm sure it'll get shut down eventually. Raiders give me blood clots. The Broncos give my brain blood clots because I can't handle Russell Wilson saying Broncos country, let's ride. But like I was saying, I'll get my stuff for the streaming stuff done as soon as Christmas ends, but we'll have that rolling out. Hopefully, I don't know if he's going to set it up while he's gone, but by the time he gets back, we'll get that set up. And once that's set up, we are going to put all of our energy into getting the merchandise. We get a beanie first. I don't know what else we'll have ready once we do it, but that's coming first. It's a signature. Yes, Mickey, but I gave you moderation status, so your name comes up in blue. So you're still special. Broncos country, let's cry. There have been 5 primetime games. That includes a London game. Didn't they lose that London? No, they came back and won that. They should have lost that game. But I don't think any of their other ones, other than the Jacksonville one, blood country, let's flow. That sounds, I don't know how I feel about that. What's up, Gabe? What's up, Snowman? Niners gonna whoop up on the Bucks this weekend. Book it. Snowman says by 7. Also, anybody in here that is not in our Discord or wants to follow me on Twitch, both of those links should be in the description. I think I got it set up right. Need a pad for that. That's all I got to say about that is I have a helmet and crayons. Bro, crayons are cool, man. You can color your helmet whatever you want. The soccer refs are blind. The NFL refs, no, man, they're not blind. They're just foul happy, or they're one or the other. They choose to call everything or call nothing, and it like everything that doesn't need to be called. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I'm in Discord a bit too much. Yeah, but it's fun, Mickey. We love it. I'm trying to be even more active in the Discord than I already am, because I love hanging out with you guys. It's been fun. Wait, also anybody that wants to join, we are 2 members away from our first 50 in the Discord. Dad said this game is shit. Yep, it's been a tough game. I also really like Trace Jackson Davis's shoes. I'm gonna take my talents to soccer. To be honest, Alex, and get front row seats to the game. Dude, I love soccer, man. Crayons are tasty. That's why they're non-toxic. Dude, put me in the no fun league. Missing your ugly dog. Oh yeah, I'm missing being in here, man. It's fun having both of us. I mean, I've had fun this week with you guys, but it's almost like it. I'm okay by myself, but I enjoy my partner in crime, old Papa. I'm not ugly. I'm the specialist. What are you the specialist of, though? That's the big question. I didn't call him old Papa. I said old Papa. OLE. I'm not that mean. But to be fair, he is older than I am, so that counts for something. Everybody's older than me, so except for Nathan. I'm nice. I bring the joy to you, because adopted son. I'm sensitive to age now. So is he. So I'm not gonna bully him too much. There he is. What's up, kitty? I have kids your age. That makes me old, I guess. I mean, I don't think that makes you old, because I don't think Dad is old, which means you're probably close to his age. Come here, kitty. Oh, there was a bean. There's a kitty bean. Say hi. He said no. A bad Stallone movie from the 90s. Here, hang on. Calm down. Here we go. Well, you don't want to be held like a baby today. This is my son. Papa's about to turn the big 5-0 this week. Or not this week. In a few weeks. I think he was born in, 73. Kitty goes meow. Not that kitty. He just makes weird clicking noises. But big 5-0. 3 weeks. I bet this game is making you feel double that right now. Kitty goes, let me down. I think Kitty misses Papa Blood. He's getting tired of seeing me. $62 and $6-2. Well, he might be turning 50, but he is a little bit taller than 5'0". That's me. I'm 5'0". I told him that, and he said, it's a brand new chair. It's fine. I said, brand new chairs don't squeak like this. And he said, it's brand new. And I was like, it don't sound brand new. Yep, 3 losses to Joe this year, and that's why my mental health is lower than it needs to be. Let's be honest. If it was only 2, I'd been fine. I'll fix it. I mean, this don't sound brand new. How fast would I get kicked out if I called your stepmom Nana or grandma? I don't know. She might not be that mad. I don't think she'd care, really. She'd be really confused more than anything. She'd be like, who the F is this guy? Well, I had to go pee, repeat the last 2 minutes. I don't remember. My brain doesn't go back that far. Somebody recap for Mickey. I don't know. My chair didn't squeak like this when it was new. My chair is old now, and that's why it does. I just need a new chair, but Uncle Mickey sat on a wall. Uncle took a great fall. Poor Mickey. And bounced. Did you try StreamYard on air? Wait, what's that? What is StreamYard on air? Let me look it up. StreamYard on air. There is 0 quit and my Hoosiers won or lose. You got that right. Stream on our air is a live webinar platform. Host a webinar, live stream, or event on StreamYard. No downloads required. Wait, what's the difference? Yeah, I don't understand the distance. I don't understand the difference between StreamYard and StreamYard on air. Well, yeah, I see that it's new, but I don't understand what the difference is. Have you tried it, Pookie? Also, everybody in here, be sure to vote in the poll, in the chat, so we can get all of your opinions beforehand. Oh yeah, sometime when you have time, we gotta mess around on StreamYard, for sure. Yeah, Nathan, I understand. Yeah, we'll get with you soonish. The blood drive. My name is Aiden. I like to go around YouTube channels and Discord servers to see if they need any tips or tricks. I appreciate that, Aiden. Drive. I got you. All right, Pookie, I'll talk to him. Or we could be called Plasma. Might be a little sus. That's all right. Whatever works. I'm not mad. It could be. We'll keep tabs on it, Nathan. I don't know if I'd call you guys Plasma. Is that racist? I don't think so. I don't know how it would be. Don't we all have plasma, just like we all have blood? Down by 9 with 4:20 to go. They're white blood cells. I mean, I guess I can see it being taken that way. But I wouldn't have thought about that unless you said something. Get it to 5, then they go on a run. That's what I said. I think so. Wait. I think Alex sees what I saw. Wait, I don't know. Now I'm confused. Someone break it down for me. I've only got about 2 brain cells that work at the same time. Sister, what's up? The bloodsuckers? That makes us sound like vampires, but I kind of like it. How do you get a hold of anybody from YouTube? I know that you can reach out to their team member services through Twitter, Pookie, but I would say through email. Kind of like people pretending to be Grossi, wanting to reach out. Maybe. I didn't look at the channel. I'll look at it. We'll check it out. Looks like a Roblox player. You know what? Do any of you guys play Roblox? Because I absolutely love it. They removed one of your thumbnails. For like Telegram. Yeah, don't click on anything anybody asks you about Telegram. It's usually not good. I like the blood drive. Yeah, but like you're the crew, or you're like the fam. So I don't think I could call you guys like, "What's up, the blood drive?" I feel like that doesn't work out very well. I like the idea of it, but it just doesn't flow very well. He is doing a charity stream, and it looks like he's gonna have the hot ones on his channel for that. And I think he said something about gaming as well. Um, I'm gonna try my best to hang in with that for a while, because last year was super fun. Blood drive, blood letters. What? Maybe. But yeah, I love Tom's charity stream. I went and donated last year and hung out for probably a total of 3 hours. What do you get when you cross a telephone pole and a roster? Pain. Just sounds like pain. Sean from Hot Ones, I hope. Yeah, I just saw that he mentioned Hot Ones. Blood Crew, get a solid tattoo. Yeah, I feel like Blood Crew is the move, but I'm gonna wait until the stream's over and go off of what you guys continuously vote. And if you give me enough suggestions that are outside of the three on the poll, I'll let him decide between them. Or me and him will talk about it. The Blue Bloods. I feel like that's taken. He's going at least 8 hours. Yeah, dude. Grossi's so awesome, man. Like, I appreciate him. I think he's donating to like an animal charity this time. Blood Crew goes with the Brew Crew. I feel like Blood Crew flows pretty well. Blood Crew would look pretty good on a t-shirt. Or I could get one like this. A hat like this, kind of. That would look pretty cool. Well, yeah, like I said, I'll look at the poll results when I close this thing down tonight, and I'll send Dad what we got, and him and I will go over it for sure. And we'll go from there. But I like all the options, so we just want to get that up and going with you. Drops what? The blood drops. I know that the like member like little tag thing next to it is gonna be the blood drop like that. Do you think Brady goes to the 49ers or goes back to the Patriots? I don't know. I have no idea. GG's in the chat. Drops, they're everywhere. Man, that Arizona team, they're just so hard to play against. Brady's done. I think he should retire, but we'll see if he does. Brady's going to hell and taking over. I don't quite think we want that either. Yeah, I have Twitter. I have Twitter, and I have It's in the Blood Twitter. All of the It's in the Blood social media is in the description. She'll be working. Yeah, it's Saturday night. I don't know why I didn't work today. They only scheduled me 3 days this week, so I was like, whatever. They scheduled me Friday, Sunday, and I think Wednesday. So I got a weird week this week. Give her a hug from me. I will whenever she makes it home. Why is it every stream someone asks about Brady? It's because everybody loves to talk about Brady. That's just what happens. Because you worked your tail off on Thanksgiving. I didn't work hard on Thanksgiving. I just worked all day. Like, I feel like I was kind of busy, like I was doing stuff, but like, I don't know. My schedule's weird. This week I work Friday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Next week I work Saturday because my weeks go Friday to Thursday. They are good. That's what I was just saying, Dad. Next week I work Saturday, Sunday, and I'm off Monday, Tuesday, and then I work Wednesday, Thursday. Like I don't have a consistent schedule. Heaven won't let me in and hell's afraid I'll take over. You're working during the Chiefs game? Yeah, the Chiefs game starts at 4 or 4:30, one of the two. I get off at 5. So I'll miss the beginning of it. Baker, oh my gosh, this Arizona team's insane. Seriously, quit. Maybe one day. One day I'll be able to do YouTube or Twitch or whatever, both of them. One day I'll be able to hopefully do that full time, and then I'll be here for every game, always. Christmas and New Year's Day are Sundays. Yeah, I used to have Sundays off, but I don't now. Unless I put in vacation days for them, and I have limited number of vacation days. So I took off a couple Sundays this year for football, but I get off at 5, so I'll be able to see the second half of the day. I can't quit though. I need it right now. I need my job right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna be off Christmas Eve, and I'll be working Christmas Day. I like my job. I do, actually. It's just conflicts with everything else sometimes, especially football. Be the first time in 666 years that Halloween falls on a Friday the 13th. That's pretty cool. You can connect to YouTube and Twitch if you want. What do you mean by that? This week sucked. All my soccer teams got eliminated. There's been some good games, though. I've watched a lot more soccer than I thought I had time to watch this year, like the World Cup anyway. Really, what? I don't know. It seemed appropriate. I mean, people come back with crazy facts like that all the time. Oh, listen, you guys are talking about my least favorite holiday. So that one went over my head because I don't really care about Halloween. Actually, you can't do that, Dad. And I'm using the platforms for 2 different things right now. So if you are to get monetized on Twitch, you can't stream anywhere else at the same time. So you can't really do that. Alex, Shelby are welcome to be roommates once I move. You said you're moving to Florida or Tennessee. I live in Kentucky. We can be long distance roommates. Are you going to the NFL draft? I plan to. Me and Dad said he was down, so me and Dad plan to. I got the days off. Didn't I give you a beanie free day? I like wearing the beanies, and I didn't want to fix my hair today. I don't fix my hair on days that I don't work. Yeah, I know, Pookie. I'm pretty excited about it. We were supposed to meet up with Holly at the Chiefs Bengals game one day, roommates, and but she's been real sick, so I'm hoping we'll meet up with her during the draft since she wasn't able to make the trip here to Kansas City. What hair? Don't start with that. Oh yeah, absolutely, Nathan. I'm probably not going to move to Florida or Tennessee, so you gotta do what you gotta. Now that this basketball game's over, if Dad is able to, if he's got any free time, maybe he will come up with his phone and hang out for a few minutes. Maybe if you bully him into doing so. He said, I'm in Florida, lol. What's up, Soul Train? And that's where Nathan wants to be moving here soon. But Florida is a vacation place to me. I don't really. I mean, I like that it's a lot warmer there all the time than it is here, but I don't think I want to move there. Women's World Cup, yes, sir. I don't know if the U.S. will be able to win it again. They might. They still have a talented roster. Soul Train with the 2. Hope everyone's doing well. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well also. And thanks for popping in here with us. Plenty of jobs up here in Wisconsin, but the weather is meh. Yeah, I plan to visit Wisconsin, but I don't want to move somewhere that's colder. Like Kentucky is like in between. Sometimes it's stupid cold here, but it's not cold all winter, and so I'm cool with it. I really feel like I hate the tie. Like I hate the tie into in the NFL. I hate the tie in soccer. Like somebody's got to win, and I feel like it should be that way either way. Nathan, I told you there are some good wrestling programs in Louisville. It's been near 80 in the afternoon and low 60s at night where I'm in Florida. That sounds amazing. And that's the only part is during the winter time. Like, I just want to have enough money to, like, I want to work on, like, an at-home job and then have, like, a summer or a winter house, like, down south where it's warm. And then, like, I can come back during the summer because, like, I love it here. Oh, I love indoor soccer. When I was in high school, middle school and high school, I played soccer, and that is like a fall sport. And then when the fall season ended, I would go up to Louisville and I would play indoor soccer with like not connected with the school. I paid outside of it, and I'd go play with teams up there. A lot of the girls from my soccer team would go up there, and like it's so fast paced. It's exhausting. It's nothing like outdoor soccer at all. It's crazy. How do you stream games on Xbox? You just gotta link your Xbox to Twitch or wherever you want to stream. Tornado Alley or the annual hurricanes. I'll find you a place, Nathan. You tell me where you want to go, and I'll find you a place. And send me your requirements and everything, but I'll help you find a place. I know a realtor around here. I'm friends with one of them, so maybe you can talk with him. There's actually a lot of guys that I'm friends with around here that are super into wrestling, and there's different like smaller and bigger events around here that they go to a lot. Yeah, it's so much fun, Clinton. It's just exhausting. Like, you have to be in much better shape to play indoor than you do outdoor. Like, you still got to be in good shape to play outdoor soccer because the field is huge and you run a lot. But to play indoor, like, it's like 3 minutes and you're just gassed if you're not like ready. I don't even know 3 full minutes. If you're not prepared for it, it kicks your butt. I would like to get back in shape and play like in an adult league because I had so much fun. And I think the venue that I used to play in when I was in high school still has one there, and they hold leagues of all ages. And so I feel like maybe over the summer or once I get moved into my house, I'll try to get back into shape. Hey, Mickey, I appreciate that. Anybody that's new in here, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Our Discord, the link's in the description. We have a lot of fun sharing some memes, talking some sports, talking about dinner, uh, TV shows, video games, everything. So, yeah, join the Discord if you want to be involved in all the fun. Fun to play, but I cannot watch it. I can't watch it all the time. Like, I can, like, when the tournament comes around, like the World Cup, and then there's a team in Louisville. I like to go watch it like in person. The environment's super fun, but I can't just like watch it as much as I like watch football or something like that. I'm only used to Florida because it's where I was born and raised. My mom is from Ohio. My dad's from upstate New York, so they definitely know your pain of how cold it is. I don't know how or why they came here. Probably because they hate the cold. If I had to guess, because Ohio winters suck and New York winters really suck, so I could definitely see them just wanting like a vacation type home and where it's warm and don't have to deal with a foot of snow in New York or Ohio, really. I also want to be able to run marathons that are not in the rain. Well, yeah, I could see that. Soccer is the world's sport, man. I feel like it goes further than Europe and South America. Like I feel like it's the world sport, and that's why it's such a big deal during like the World Cup and stuff. Brings us all together, and in a weird way, brings everyone together. But I feel that way about all sports. I mean, you and I might have nothing in common outside of like in football. But when we sit here and talk about football, it doesn't matter how different of people we are. I prefer soccer over baseball. Like I would rather play soccer than play like baseball or softball, but I feel like they're pretty much equal to me. Like both sports are much more fun to watch in person, and both sports are kind of slow for the most part, like the majority of it. Women's soccer is the bomb, dude. I didn't ever get used. I didn't ever really get into women's soccer until, well, I watched them when I was in high school because that was when like Alex Morgan and Carly Lloyd and all of them started like coming up, and then I stopped for a while. But in the last couple of years, I've been following them again. Yeah, that's the only reason why I prefer women's soccer over men's. The phony injuries. Uh, like men's soccer, not all of it, but a lot of it is like which man can act better. I think so too. I agree with you 100% because like if you're hurt, then that is one thing, you are hurt. But if you're just like you stubbed your toe and you want to act like the guy kicked you in the chest or something. Like I don't know. Carly heartbeat. Oh, I love the penalty kicks, Pookie, but they give me anxiety. I was watching the Netherlands and Argentina PKs, and I was like, neither of these are my teams. I kind of wanted like the upset from the Netherlands just because they're the ones who did beat the United States, but like I was getting anxiety watching it. It's nice liking different teams or even sports and following people who don't take it too seriously to the point of wilding out. I definitely like soccer over baseball. I love baseball because I grew up with my dad, and my dad was a single dad for a lot of my early life, and so, I kind of just liked what he liked when I was little, and so I grew up around baseball and college basketball, and then football, and then as I got older, I kind of grew up into like liking football and soccer more so than the others. I want sports, no play acting. Did you see that they did fine Jesse Bates for that? But they really hit the Saints hard. Like they fined Jesse Bates like 50K, but they saw I guess the same thing happened with the Saints and they fined them like 500,000 between like the coaching and some of the players and I was like that's crazy. But it is that and that's why we like me and dad, he's not here obviously right now, but why we started this YouTube channel is because like I knew that every person I met wasn't going to like the same thing about the sport that I liked. And so, like, making all these friends, like, one of our closest friends in here is a Raiders fan, and I'm a Chiefs fan. And so that's just weird. Like, you don't see that very often. And then, we've got the Bengals fans, and we've got the Packers fans, and the Bears fans. We got all the fan bases in here. We all come together because we love the same thing, like as a whole, and I love that. Oh yeah, I love baseball live. Unless you go to a double header game where all it's like one game you'll get the starters and then the second game you get all of the bit or the bullpen and the backups playing like then it's not as exciting, but baseball is super fun to watch live. And the crazy uncle. Yes, sir. If a player isn't taken off the field for injury, impose a penalty kick. That's fair. Yeah, I know. I know. I think here recently in the NFL specifically, that's gotten worse. Like it's been happening for years, but like it's getting worse. But like soccer, I feel like since the beginning of the sport, that happens every single game. But yeah, I understand like when you fake an injury and they give you the same amount of time and effort that they do for someone that's actually injured. It's kind of I mean, from perspective, I see both sides of that argument. Like I'm not going to defend one side over the other, but yeah, I see it all the time. I do like that within like in the NFL in the under 2 minutes of the each half that they take a timeout if somebody is injured. But I'm glad that it's only in that 2 minute span because like I don't think they should lose a timeout because somebody's getting hurt the whole game. I think they just do it in the under two because a lot of 2 minute drills are upbeat and quick, and so to stop the clock, like that's a bigger deal. I don't know. I don't hate the sport for whichever way they go. Either of the sports, really. I mean, things happen, whatever. I can't control it, so it's just like the officiating. I decided, well, I told you guys this year was going to be the year that I was not going to get mad at the referees for anything. Like, I just wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to be that person anymore. And then this year, the officiating has been as bad, more bad than it has ever been. And it's just like so hard because I was like, I told you guys I wasn't going to get all upset about it. But I have more of a reason now than ever to be upset. No blood, no foul. Fair enough. No cramp. Stop the clock. Like, I don't know, man. That's a tough debate. I get why some people are upset about it changing. I get why people are upset about it not changing. Both ways. Like it's we can't control it, man. I hear Peter Griffin during these fake injuries. That's pretty funny. I grew up liking the Browns and Bills because of my parents. I'm starting to wish I pulled a Tom Grossi and rebelled against my parents and liked a different team. I grew up in a Bengals house, and as like a young kid, was when Peyton Manning came into the league, and so I followed Peyton Manning, and that was before I really had a true grasp on the sport. And then Indianapolis did him so dirty, and by that time I was old enough to understand what was going on, and I was like, "Screw the Colts, man." Like, I'm on Team Peyton, but screw the Colts. And then Alex Smith went to the Chiefs, and I really liked him. But I've never been a fan of NFC teams, and so I followed him to the Chiefs. And so I was like, you know what? I like this place. I absolutely love Alex Smith, and so, um, you know, I'm here with the Chiefs. I've seen you in a Bengals jersey. I actually own a couple. I own a couple Bengals jerseys. I own a couple Colts jerseys. I own a lot of Chiefs jerseys. I've got. I have a Bills jersey. I'm trying to think. I feel like I got a couple random teams. I've got a Saints jersey. Yeah, I mean that my team is the Chiefs. That's who I'm gonna ride with, for always. But I respect talent as well. Andrew Luck would have been so much better if he had learned from Peyton for a year or two, and if they had gotten an offensive line sooner as well. But yes, 100%. Peyton Manning could have taught him so much. He was already really good with Indianapolis, but like I said, I was so upset about how Indy handled the Peyton situation that I was like, I feel like it's unforgivable. And I think the Colts have seriously been cursed since then. Like, look at every year for them. I mean, they had a couple good years with Luck, but they ran him out of town essentially, because they couldn't keep him healthy or protect him. I think the Colts are cursed. I'd love to see Peyton like actually coach in the NFL, but I really don't think that'll happen. I still root for the Jets. I've been rooting for the Jets. I really liked when they signed Robert Saleh last year, and I felt like he'd be able to do something with him. And then, as a Chiefs fan, we kind of have to root against Buffalo a little bit, and so I'll root for the Jets. I won't root for the Patriots. You guys know that. Yeah, and it's just like the Bengals, man. It's just been a tough year as a Chiefs fan to deal with the Bengals. I always root for the Bengals because, I grew up in that household, and that's what I was around my whole life, win or lose. My dad was always just like cheering them on, having a good time. So, like, when they're not playing the Chiefs, I root for them. And I have rooted for Washington the last couple years just because, Alex Smith did go there. And then I wanted to see him do well, and then they killed him, and I was really upset. But they kept him on the roster, and they brought him back and let him finish his career there, and which was super cool. I respected that. Their owner's horrible, but yeah, like, I don't know. The Chiefs are my team, but I like rooting for other teams. Like, if they're not playing my team and if they're not in my conference, I feel like it's very comfortable. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I want to see this team win. Like the Lions, man. Everybody wants to see the Lions win. Is Alex Smith going to get a job as a QB coach with KC? I've been hoping so. I mean, he's been doing, what is it, Monday Night Football broadcasts? Like the pregame and postgame. I think it's Monday Night Football. It might be Sunday night. One of the two. I know he's doing that, but Andy Reid said if you ever decide to coach, like, you call us first. And so I'm hoping they bring him in, man. Because I think when Reid retires, honestly, that, like, everyone thinks that Eric Bieniemy is going to take over, and I don't think so. But I think Matt Nagy is inevitably going to be the guy who takes over that team. And listen, I know the Bears fans are like, oh, Matt Nagy's terrible. But he got you to the playoffs, I think, twice with Mitch Trubisky. So I don't think he's that bad. But Monday Night Football, I knew it was one of the primetime games. But I really think Nagy will be Reid's next guy. You know, I think he's kind of – I think he's kind of building the blocks for whenever he decides to hang it up that Nagy can take over. And I think at that point, maybe Alex Smith will swoop in. What's up, Shinks? Good to see you, man. Question: who leaves, Bieniemy or Nagy at the end of the year, or neither? If either, it's going to be EB, but I'm going to say neither. Nagy's not going anywhere. They're not going to let him go again. Fitzpatrick would be a solid QB coach. He has a Harvard mind and has experienced so many different systems on a bunch of teams. I feel like that's, brilliant. I mean, I know he's on the Thursday Night Football crew with Tony G and Richard Sherman and all of them, Whitworth, but I would like to see him coach. He could grab a locker room, no matter if he's a QB coach, a coordinator, or whatever he decided to do. Like, he could hold a locker room for real. What's up, Lindsay? EB will take over for Andy. I thought that for a long time, but part of me is starting to shift away from that. I think it might be Nagy when Andy hangs it up. Bills Vikings Super Bowl. One team goes home with first ring, other team goes home as all-time most Super Bowl losses. Clinton, that will be if those are the two representatives in the Super Bowl, that will be our first Super Bowl tie ever. They're going to cut the Lombardi straight in half. And they'll all get half rings. Excited to see if it's brown. Flush it down. Come here. Come here. Okay, don't come here. I mean, Bieniemy could be in line to take it from Andy. Like, that makes a lot of sense. It makes the most sense, but part of me is starting to think otherwise. Yeah, it's going to be our first tie. Come on. Come here. Well, stop acting like you want to come up here if you don't. Come on. There we go. If the Vikings win the Super Bowl, hell has frozen over. That's what I'm saying. I don't see the Vikings winning the Super Bowl. If it was the Bills and Vikings, the Bills would win. You think the Chiefs should just make the D line and O line the strengths because their offense is great when Mahomes has protection, and a good D line is great with the lead. I think the O line needs work. Period. But I think they need to continue to bulk up on them. That's right. Book it, Mickey. Chiefs and Eagles. Ty must be watching soccer. No, I mean, it's the other football. But yeah, I think we could always use help on the D line because, getting pressure on other quarterbacks needs to happen. And O line, obviously, we've seen weaknesses. And like Orlando Brown Jr. wants to get like Trenton Williams kind of money, and I don't think we should pay him that. And Andrew Wiley has been gotten better, but not been great. Hi, Kitty. Thanks, Lindsay. He's a butthead. He misses dad. Hi, thank you. I'm not sold on our running game. Oh yeah, I'm not sold, and I'm not sold. Hey, why don't you say hi to them? But yeah, Andrew Wiley and Orlando Brown Jr. has been struggling. I think Pacheco is getting better every week. I think McKinnon has been a workhorse also. And then we're seeing Ronald Jones a little bit more. They signed Melvin Gordon, which I was a little confused about that, but whatever. What games are you guys calling tomorrow? Just Sunday Night Football. I have to work till 5, so I'll miss the first part of the 4 o'clock game. So it'll just be the Dolphins and Chargers game. Dad is in Texas currently. I don't have an ETA of when he will be back yet. They're a good regular season team that can be upset in any given playoff game, especially if they see KC again. I agree. One game I am very interested in watching on January 2nd, I believe it's Monday Night Football, is the Bills and Bengals game. I want to see how that game goes. Like, I feel like that'll be, since it is a January game, it'll be very telling of what, like a little preview of what the playoffs are going to be like. Because that game is probably going to be important to both of those teams. And so, start late. We're used to that anyway. Nah, I'm probably not going to. I'm just going to come home as fast as I possibly can once I get off and just sit back and watch it. I think KC starts at 4:05. Yeah, I knew it was either 4:05 or 4:25. I wasn't sure. Would you guys ever have a guest back on the channel again? Yeah, this year didn't. Thank you. This year didn't plan out quite the way we wanted it to. Thank you. We wanted it to. So next season is probably definitely going to look better. I think we're going to be looking to have a bunch of guests. Maybe weekly, have a guest on with us. And I don't know how we're going to finish the season out, but we do enjoy having guests on the channel with us. Not 425. Okay. Bills need a healthy Trey White to have a chance against Cincy, in my opinion. They need a healthy Trey White or a healthy Matt Milano because he's been that guy for them lately with Trey White being injured and stuff. He's really stepped up. Matt Milano and Jordan Poyer, man, like those guys got to be playing their best games. Okay, I was wondering why because I knew there was at least one 4:05 game. If it's Patrick Shewell, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, Mickey. But yes, Shinx, I would absolutely love to get going with guests again. We play at 1. Yeah, that'll probably be the game that I end up watching tomorrow while I'm at work because that's usually the 1 o'clock games they have on at work. Or whenever the Bengals play, that's what they have on. That is an important game. It doesn't seem that important because it's the Browns, but that is an important game for Cincinnati. Listen, why don't you go over there and take a bath in? You don't have to take a bath in my lap. Go on. If you're going to take a bath, go down there. I'm going to be sending you what I have done so far tonight. Wait, what are we talking about, Nathan? I think Cincinnati can still win the AFC North if Cleveland upsets them. I think Baltimore is somewhat crumbling. They're capable of losing to Pittsburgh without Lamar. I think I think that the Pittsburgh is going to beat Cleveland, or Pittsburgh is going to beat Baltimore this week, but I think Baltimore has a chance to split with them because I do have to play them one more time. If you ever need your analytics to crash, I can guest host. Oh, the college big board. Yeah, I'm letting Dad handle that until it gets a little bit closer, and then I will do my homework, and with your board and stuff, so we can get prepared for that. Because we'll probably have a bit of content coming out before the draft, since as long as everything goes to plan, we will be at the draft. So as long as that's still holding true, we'll have a lot of content coming up as it gets closer. Yeah, that ought to be an interesting game as well. Cincinnati's got a very interesting schedule for the rest of the year. Yeah, Lamar, I don't know. I know he hurt his quad in practice. He's definitely probably not playing this week, but I would say he's going to play against Cleveland next week. And I think that's one of my favorite matchups within that division is watching Baltimore and Cleveland, because even though Baltimore has usually been more of the winning side of that, it's usually some of the better games of the season, divisional matchups anyway. Just want notes before we release it. Fair enough. Don't count out Tyler Huntley. Yeah, I'm not counting out Tyler Huntley. I'm just thinking, like, I still think that Cleveland or Pittsburgh, it's that time of year that Tomlin does the same crap he does every year. If they don't start strong, they always finish strong. And as much as I don't want to see Pittsburgh being relevant at all, I really feel like this is the time of the year. I want to meet up with you guys, but that requires me leaving my room, and I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, we'll dig you out, Mickey. Goals for the year 2023. Like, you mean on YouTube or just life goals? I have zero idea what version of Watson shows up. Yeah, I saw that fantasy broke his foot, Lindsay. Both. Okay. I can't believe the Chiefs played Denver twice with 5 games left. Yeah, that's like Baltimore. They got to play Pittsburgh this week and in like 2 weeks, and they play Cleveland in between. So, like, I don't know. Goals for year 2023, top 5 at least. In here, probably, hit the 2,500 subscriber mark. That's a pretty reasonable goal for 2023. One of my actual like goals for outside of YouTube is like, I know everybody makes their New Year's resolutions of like eating better and getting into shape and stuff like that, but I intend on getting into better shape like next year for sure, especially once it starts warming up. Maybe not in the cold, but like I need to take better care of myself. So that's definitely one. And another one of my goals is like to travel a little bit more next year. I didn't travel at all this year. Like the year before, I went to Kansas City twice, and I went to Tennessee and stuff. But I'm looking. I want to go to like some new places I've never been. So I've been trying to like plan some stuff, but I've been trying to get healthier, like any basic goal. But I walked 10 miles outside today. Like the best part about the job that I have now is that I walk all day long for 8 hours. Like I'm not like lifting weights or lifting anything heavy or anything like that. I just like pay jackpots and stuff like that. But I'm constantly going. I don't ever just stop and not be doing anything unless we're like really not busy. Um, Quit vaping. That is in my plans. I've been getting there. Um, I'm just trying to create better habits for myself because it's very hard, man. It is hard. Like if it were easy, I would have stopped a long time ago. Especially working in the casino, it's hard. But I'm trying to like get some healthier habits and Bonnaroo. That'll be fun. I've never went my senior year. Right when we were graduating, we all tried to plan a trip so we could all go together, like as our last thing as seniors, but we just didn't do it. But yeah, I'm gonna like part of that's. I feel like that goes hand in hand with me just getting healthier and getting in better shape. Is like when I start eating better and getting some better health habits, um, like it will help me just eliminate all the other bad. Like that, I feel like it all goes hand in hand. But, on here, I just want to keep growing our community and, meeting new people and, trying new things, maybe expanding the channel a little bit. I used to unload trailers for 10 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week. That keeps you in shape. Before I started working in the casino, I worked in the hotel and housekeeping and in laundry. And I ran like the actual like washroom. And I lifted like 160-pound loads of towels and sheets and stuff like that repetitively over and over again, like load and unload all day. And I used to be in really good shape. And then before that, I was in high school and I played soccer and I was in a weight room. If I wasn't at soccer practice, I was in a weight room after school, or we did conditioning certain days of the week and stuff like that. So I have been in shape up until I got to the casino, like so until I was like 21 or 22. And no wonder you want me as a neighbor. You need a workout partner. I don't need necessarily a partner. I need a motivator. Like I have a lot of like gym equipment that I've slowly been buying and stuff through. And before I moved into dad's house, I was working out fairly frequently. I was like starting to get in a rhythm. But then like it all got hectic and we moved and now everything's packed up and stuff like that. So it's been a little bit harder. So I just need someone to motivate me, really. What's up, bloodsuckers, or maybe bloodhounds? Welcome to the bloodshed. My eyes are so bloodshot right now. It's a bloodbath. What's up, BC, man? Oh, and to Lindsay's comment, yes, I am excited to see Desmond Ritter next week. I resolved to never make another resolution ever again in 1984 and never broke it. Cheers to that, Mickey. I worked for overnight transportation. I left them right before UPS bought them. See, I always considered going and working at like Amazon or for FedEx or something like that, like a warehouse, because there's a couple of them within like 35, 45 minutes of me. But I got in this casino gig and I can work part-time and make enough money to live. And so like I feel like I kind of got spoiled with that. And I got lazy and I'm just not as active as I used to be. I can help you from a distance. Man, I need someone right here in my face being like, hey, get up. You need to work out today. Hey, get up. You need to go take a run or take a walk. Like, I'm just so easily unmotivated. But to answer your question, Shinx, I've got a couple of goals. Some of them are pretty unoriginal, but I'm just trying to. This right here, this is probably the most important thing to me right now, outside of obviously my health. And so I just want to keep working on this and hanging out with you guys. I used to do various drugs, but I know people can quit any bad habit and create healthier ones because I know life can be stressful and how I deal with it is up to me. Oh, absolutely. And that's why I don't I don't like to judge people whether, whatever they use to cope or whatever they do. Especially like I don't know. Like I don't like to judge people at all because at the end of the day, like it's their decision to do what they want to do, and so, um, yeah. But I'm once I get into my house and I have like a bigger space and I have like my own space again, uh, I'm definitely gonna start being better for sure. If you live closer, we could go to the Y together and do kickboxing workouts, swimming, and all that. That would be super fun. There's a YMCA fairly close to me. It's actually close to where I work. It's closer there than it is here. But in the off season, we shall get together and work out for sure, for sure, for sure. I always wanted to do kickboxing workouts because I've heard that they're pretty intense and they're pretty like really good for you. And like when I was a kid, I used to ask Dad. I was like, Dad, can I get into kickboxing? And he's like, I don't know. And I like now as an adult, like I still want to do that. It looks fun. You get in shape. You have fun. It gets like some of your frustration with life. Like if you have a bad day at work and like and you go work out, you just feel better. And so like that would be super fun. Shinks. Freight handling and warehouse order picking is good, healthy work if you don't have diesel forklifts. Exhaust is bad for your lungs. If we live closer, we could video chat and I can tell you you're doing great and I'm proud of you. Wait, can't we do that now? I feel like we don't have to live closer to video chat, Mickey. I also, on the Discord, one coming up soon, I don't know when, but I feel like we should have like a movie night once and we all get together and we'll vote on a movie or something and watch movies together because I feel like that would be super fun. I know you guys mentioned it like a month or two ago when we were jump starting the Discord, but I was thinking about that the other day and I feel like it would be fun. Because I felt like everybody here watches different kinds of movies. Like, I've seen that movie. I think my sister made me watch it with her. But everybody watches like different kinds of movies and they have like a couple movies that they in common. But for the most part, like as much as all of us in this community have things in common, we're all so different and it would be fun to get together and we could all take turns picking up movies. Christmas movie night. Yes, let's watch The Grinch. Yes, I have. I actually, I don't know if I've seen the Avatar movie. I've watched the kids show because I love that one. The original Longest Yard. Yes. I feel like we could plan some fun things on there. Is streaming difficult? A lot of my friends do it, but I've always feared doing it because I don't know what I don't know, and people make it seem oversaturated. Sometimes it's difficult. Like when I first started, like me and dad would record videos and then post them instead. And then we started doing live streams and I was like super anxious, especially when you don't have like a base. And so you've kind of like have to go in the mindset, even if you have zero viewers, you have to like pretend like you have like 1,000. And so sometimes it's like hard to cross that line mentally. Like, are you ready to like you have to pretend like everybody in the world's watching. I think it is so oversaturated, but at the same time, like the whole world is trying to push for everything to be via online or with technology and whatnot. So I don't think anybody like I think anybody that wants to should. It is tough starting out though, and it's a lot on you mentally, especially like if you get to a point that you're like, oh, I'm stuck, it's not getting bigger, it's not doing anything. Like you got to be able to understand like the beginning is very very hard. Tom Grassi makes it seem so easy, and the donation he gets low key makes me wish I did that over working at what I currently do. Yeah, I mean, I found Grossi after I started streaming, like me and my dad, which was crazy because like if I would have found him first, I would have been like, yeah, I want to do that because like that was super awesome. But he found me, and that's how I got really introduced to him, which was crazy. But I've always wanted to stream. I've watched a lot of like gamers over the years. Between like when I was younger was when like Markiplier and the PewDiePie, like those kind of guys were getting their base. Um, and so like when I was younger, I was like, I need to get the tools to be able to do that. And even if it didn't end up being a career, I knew that I wanted to either way. Like I had a lot of anxiety to overcome, and then working in the casino helped with that a lot. But I think anybody that wants to should do it. It is hard though, like especially if you're not used to being in front of a camera or speaking in front of people or anything like that. Like it is hard to start out. My friends said they would help me, and I'm still waiting for that help. I you gotta hit me up, man, because like I'm down to help you, but I have like two brain cells that work at the same time. I told you that, and so like I'm focusing on everything at once, and it's very difficult. And Nathan as well. Like you guys just gotta hit me up, and I will do that. The thing is, when I try to stream alone, I can't talk. I can talk with people, but not alone. Yeah, so that's kind of why me and Dad, when we did live streams, we did them together. And then my first time that I streamed by myself, I got like there was like 5 or 6 of us in here at most, and I was like, I thought, man, there's so many people in here. Like this is awesome. I got 5 people talking to me at once, and then that's when Tom Grossi found me, and then it went from 5 to 100 for like 2 minutes straight, and I was like, my brain shut off. I didn't know how to handle that, which was crazy. But yeah, it's a lot easier with another person because like there's usually no like silence. You're bouncing off of each other, whether you're debating or you're just talking about something. And like I don't know, like streaming alone is really hard for me, and that's why I don't usually do it. But I use this opportunity with Dad out of the town to do as many streams as I can so I can get more comfortable speaking in front of you guys in case, like, there's a day he's sick or something, or, whatever. People tell me to do it since I'm very introverted and don't talk much. They seem to help. It'll help me just talk more. It helps. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the best thing you can do to like practice, and it sounds really dumb, but just like this like turn on your even like your phone or something like on a camera and just sit there and talk to it even if you're not live. Just practice like that. I feel like that helps you because you're like you get really in your head like what am I supposed to say, like I can't stop talking because if it's just silent it gets awkward. I have a lot of anxiety, so I totally understand, but it just takes practice. Shelby told me to ask you how big your wiener is. Wouldn't you like to know? You're so busy. I hate to be bothered. No, Mickey, you don't have to worry about that, man. I'm down to help you. And anybody that asks for help, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm too busy to help you. I'll definitely help you out. Yeah, I appreciate Tom so much. Like, I feel like me and Dad built our little base together, but Tom really helped our channel out a lot. I also don't have the right software to edit and produce videos. Yeah, I don't either. And so that's kind of why I've been mostly just streaming for right now. So I understand that. Pro introvert. Outside of YouTube and work, if I'm just like by myself or at home or if I'm at Walmart, I am also a pro introvert. Like I like love hanging out with you guys, but I don't like people as a whole. Like I work in a casino and I feel like that burns you out on people really bad. Like you deal with all these people that need your help and that they're gambling, you're paying them or you're helping them or they're mad at you or whatever it is, and it's like you get to see the best and worst side of people at a casino. And so I do that for 8 hours a day and it just like kind of makes me hate people even though I love my job, and like I'm so thankful that I got this job because like if I hadn't, I wouldn't be able to sit here and like talk to you guys. I could not make myself do it. But so that really like my first day on the job, my boss was like, "Hey, you see that lady sitting over there?" And it was just a older lady playing a slot machine by herself, and he was like, I was like, yeah. He's like, go talk to her. And I was like, no, I have nothing to say to her. I have no idea who that is. And he's like, just do it. Go talk to her. And so, like, I did that, and then like that was like the first day to me being like, I can make a stranger my best friend now. I can talk to anybody. I don't want to, but I can do it. Yeah, I do. I appreciate Tom so much, and I try to go over and show him as much love uh, as I can because I'm very thankful for him. What's up, Jeff? Definitely looks pretty natural for you, Alex. Some of these introverts in real life do well. They got some deep thoughts and often something they're experts on. So go with what you know with real love. I feel like this is great advice. Soul Train as well. And thank you, Jeff. I do appreciate that. Like, I feel like if it's something you're passionate about, whether it be, like reviewing chips or playing video games or, like what we do talking about sports or whatever it is, like if you're passionate about it, if you have something to talk about, because like passion gives you more ideas, more thoughts, more opinions, and so you can just keep going and going. um and it flows a little bit better. Like if you're just starting a channel just to do it and it's something you don't really care about, you're probably not going to get the best results because like it's going to be like a lot of you just like sitting there and not knowing what you're going to say next. So like I would say if you love something and you want to make content about it, I will tell anybody any day of the week. If you love it and you're passionate about it and you want to go to the internet, YouTube, Twitch, or whatever platform, Facebook and stream or whatever, I would be like, do it. You'll regret it if you don't. Heck, I missed my answer because I was working. You're gonna have to rewind it then. I worked on a cruise ship, then I worked at a catering company. Now I work at a public school with special needs kids. Just want to do something that suits my interest. Yeah, I mean, whatever you're passionate about, I mean, nobody can give you that answer other than you. But it seems like you have, even if you're introverted, you have the public experience to be able to talk in front of a camera if you wanted to. I talk to people, it's how I get them to leave. Someone gave me amazing advice: create another YouTube channel for experimental videos and see what works and what doesn't. That's what I'm doing with my Shinx account. I kind of like that. I planned on, right now I'm just streaming via Twitch, and if you want the link to my Twitch account, it is in the description of this video right underneath the Discord link. But I'm using Twitch right now to kind of experiment with playing games, and like I'm gonna try to push that out for more until I have the time and like the video editing software and stuff that I need to like make actual videos for games. And then I'm planning on making a second account like that. It's funny how I found you. The Chiefs Chargers Thursday night game. I went to Tom's channel because my regular streamer didn't stream that night, so I found you in a raid. Let's go Chiefs. Yo, I get so excited. I mean, when Tom comes to my channel, I never expect it because like after the first time I was like, I'm one of the lucky ones, and so I never thought it would happen again. So every time it's just like a crazy surprise to me. But every time I feel like I'm pulling more Chiefs fans, and like when we started here in this, it's in the blood, me and Dad, I was the only Chiefs fan on this channel. We met like 30 or 40 different people over a couple months, and they were like Steelers fans and Packers fans and the Bengals fans, but like not Chiefs fans. But I found more of them from Tom's channel than anywhere else, and I love that. I have another channel and people found me. Yeah, like Papa, he does metal detecting, for those of you who do not know that. And well, not just metal detecting. Over the last year or two, he has expanded it from just metal detecting to treasure hunting, which is like magnet fishing, gold panning, bottle digging, like all kinds of different stuff. But that's super, super awesome. Oh yeah. You did tell me about that. I know what you're talking about now. But like, but he's really passionate about that. He's been working hard on it for 3 or 4 years now, and it's real easy for him to get in front of a camera and record a video or get in front of a camera. And his audience is like around 60 people on every Thursday will come in there, and it's the same. They're an amazing group over there. They'll all come in, they show love, they hang out, and they have their Monday event, and they all hang out and stuff. And if you watch him do that, he doesn't stutter, he doesn't like hesitate, because that's what he likes to talk about. And so like I love that. My personal account people found me. That's so awesome. Yeah, Tom is amazing, and I go over there and I, show him as much love, like I said, as possible, because like I couldn't be more thankful for him. Grassy Posse rate of 1. I created Mickey's gaming table to prove I can't do it. So far, it's working. That's not true. I think your last video, you got like over 50 or 60 views, and you only have like 3 videos out. So I feel like that's actually really good, because like our first video, and I feel like even to date, I don't know if it ever hit 100 views, and that was like almost 2 years ago now. I'll actually look it up on here. I remember like it was really hard for us to like make some content at the beginning. But you got to start somewhere. Even if only one person watches your video, the next time, there might be 2, and the next time it might be 3. And it's a small growth, but at the end of the day, it's still growth is growth, no matter how big or small that it is. Yeah, our first video on YouTube, we got 85 views. And the second episode, 63, and then 87. And I think that was after like pushing it out later, well after we'd had an established audience. So like, even if it's 5 views on a video, like that's 5 people who clicked on your channel. But still, Alex, you have to tell Papa the story I told you earlier when he gets home. Wait, which story was it? But yeah, so either way, you got 50 views on that in a basically a new channel. So that's major growth either way. The awesome thing is we're growing a family in here, and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about this sports thing, because I like I was talking about earlier when we got talking about soccer and football, is like sports bring people together, and that's what me and Dad, he's obviously my family. We came together because we both love this thing, so we could spend time together and we can meet new people, and like that's the whole point of this channel, is to be able to talk about the sport we love and meet new people and grow a community family together. Sometimes starting with a very small niche topic can build so quick. Pretty funny. All the treasure hunt, magnet fishing, river digging channels I've checked out is just because it rolled across my feed. Listen, I don't really care so much about the metal detecting ones as much. No offense, Dad, but I absolutely love watching magnet fishing videos. And I ended up winning a magnet fish or a magnet from one of the channels in a giveaway. My dad was like, I won it, so you need to enter in this. And then so I entered in it, and I actually won. And so as soon as I got it, I was like, no way. And then I took it out and went magnet fishing. And that is like one of the funnest, like, little hobbies that you could get into. Sometimes I wonder if I should make content on my phone for practice. I don't have to post them, just get myself to talking to a camera. Yeah, absolutely. Like, that is a good way to start it. And like, nobody is more critical of you than you are. And I feel like that sounds super, like, almost cliche, but like, I judge myself way harder than a lot of you would judge me. And like, that's why I hate doing videos. I prefer the live feed because like I don't have to edit a live feed. Like, but on a video, I have to go back and watch it and, cut it up and put the parts I want in. And I am way too critical of myself. I'm gonna have to get over that soon, but like I don't want to. Like, I enjoy this way. Keep trying. Your speed and confidence makes me smile. I feel like people just get so editing us sucks, just saying. That's what I'm saying. The way we talk together, especially, I think if it was just one of us, it would be fine. But um the two of us is very hard to edit, and I'm very critical of myself. But I feel like people get discouraged when they first start and it's like a low views. Like, it is very discouraging. But like, you have to understand that it is YouTube and TikTok and Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and Twitter and all that stuff. Like, there are millions of people on all of those platforms, and so it unless you're very, very lucky, it doesn't happen in a day. Maybe start with something small on your phone, random TikTok 30-second videos, and see if any catch on with someone can be a test market for things you want to talk about. Or, yeah, TikTok or YouTube Shorts. They rolled that out last year, and Shorts really helped our channel grow as well. And if you can post a under 60-second clip on the Shorts thing, even if it's just you ranting about something that you care about for 60 seconds and post it, you can see what gets grabbed by like their feed and what doesn't, or TikTok if it hits their algorithm or not. I feel like that's a really good way to test how you feel in front of a camera, and it's not like a 15-minute video that you're going to be recording for over half an hour, and then you spend an hour and a half to 2 hours cutting it up, making it a 15-minute video. I check the shorts for a lot of channels I never actually watch. Yeah, you got to be careful with music. It's a little bit easier on shorts to get away with it, but they will still get you for copyright. That's why I try not to use music with anything. I had a TikTok go viral. I was like, what the? Yeah, Dad's first TikTok he ever posted on his metal detecting channel went viral. And he was like, whoa, it was like 10K views in a day or something. And that was really crazy. And so I posted a couple things on there. I had one do that. And I've had one or two shorts go super viral as well. And it's really, if you don't expect it, which usually, especially when you're not first starting, you don't expect it, but it could happen to anybody on any given clip. It's really crazy, actually. All right, I need a couple more people to vote in this poll because two of them are deadlocked at 39%. So, but before we end this, you guys are gonna have to pick one. Vote on one of them. Not pick one, but vote on one of them that will split it. It's a big strike on games. Oh, yeah, it's tough. Rob, please vote in the poll. But what's up, Rob? Nice for you to stop in with us. We're using the poll is for our YouTube membership tier 1 name. That's not my vote, deadlocked. That's fair. I don't understand how people stream shows without getting copyrighted. They usually it usually catches up with them if they do that, and that's why if you do like sports or reviews or whatever, you gotta really be careful. Appreciate you stopping in here, Rob. Blood Crew make the right choice. I know everybody on Discord seemed to like Blood Crew. Very use has tolerances. That's true. Yeah, it's some people know how to get around it. I don't know how, but I would never attempt because they can delete your channel. Yes, Clinton loves Blood Drive. Thank you, Rob. It's like it's an old hoodie of mine, but I always come back to it because I love it, and it's very comfy. How are you tonight, Mr. Robert? Yeah, also, that's a good point, Dad. If you don't know if any of your upload is going to be copyrighted, when you go to upload it, you can put it as private or unlisted instead of public, and then YouTube will run all the checks on it, and then you can switch it to public once all the checks is done. And you know that you're not going to get hit with copyright. As much as a game, I figure why not stream it? The game I play takes hours upon hours to finish, and there are thousands of channels that stream the same games I play. Yeah, Mickey, but you never know. Like, I've been streaming Fortnite the last 3 days on Twitch. You know how many people stream Fortnite? A lot. And whether it takes off or not, it's something I like to do. So I feel like you gotta go with it, even if everyone else is doing it or if no one else does it. You gotta do what you like to do. Editing sucks no matter who you are or what you're doing. The less you can do, the better. Been locked in a room with no windows with 3 people for 3 days trying to turn 22 hours of film into a 2-hour film. That sounds horrible, man. Like, if it were up to me, I would pay somebody to do all that for me. But I don't know anybody who around here at least that does that kind of stuff, and I need to suck it up and do it myself. With a lot of cuts, too many went down downloading the computer rejected. Oh, that sucks. I pretty much quit my full-time TV job after that. That sounds like a miserable 3 days. Lady I follow streams herself watching anime, and she has 447,000 followers. I mean, I would probably hang out in a stream of someone just sitting there watching anime, to be honest. But if you like to play it, you play it. That's what I'm saying. Got into an argument with a vlogger today at Walmart. What a punk. Wait. You need to tell this story. Wait, are you able to come up here on the stream, Dad? For a few minutes? Because I feel like this is probably a good argument. I'm just slower than a turtle going uphill in molasses. Your phone, so your phone won't let you? Yeah, but I mean, if you do it on your phone, it's just based on your cell phone service, not on the computer. So if I send you an invite link, it will work. Because I feel like that's a good story, man. 1 bar. All right, we'll save that story for another time because that sounds like a pretty good one. A lot of vloggers are punks, to be honest. That's why I don't really like the TikTok crowd anyway. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed TikTok for a minute when it first came out, but now I can't do it. Who do you think you are? Gang of the Kill streams, then something happened and almost everyone quit streaming it. I feel like I had somebody, one of my friends, into that at one point. Where do I find the poll to build one? What do you mean, Rob? Can't believe you're picking fights with people at Walmart. You're ruthless. The poll you have at the top. Hey, I'll just show you real quick, Rob. I'll share my screen and show you. Let's go present, share screen. I'll just do the entire screen. Okay. Oh, by accident, I canceled. All right. So you pull up the YouTube video. All right, let me make sure it's up so you can see it. I'll pull it full screen. All right, so right here on you have to actually go to YouTube, not on StreamYard, Rob. And so you'll have your ad reaction, the super chat button, and then you'll have engage with your audience. And so you click that and you can do start a poll right there and it'll give you like the two options, or you can use start a Q&A. So you can like ask a question right here and it'll pop up in the chat. And then, whoops. Whenever you're done with the poll, if you want to end it and like maybe start a new one, you can just hit end right here. And that'll work for you. No problem. Had to do with kill in the title. That's fair. Aside from sports, I love anime, cooking, raving, and trying new things. Being able to add that to any potential video seems appealing to me. Yeah, me too. I like video games. I like anime. I love other kinds of TV shows. Obviously, I love sports, cooking, music. So I totally get it. And I feel like the potential is endless. And if you ever like figure out what you want to do it about, just go to like YouTube and like search that subject and watch other people do it. And I don't want to like say this to be like it sounds dumb, but like the internet is such a copycat league. It's just like sports. Like when a player or team does something really cool, in the next few weeks, you're gonna see another team try it. And just like YouTube, when somebody goes viral or TikTok, somebody else is gonna try to replicate it. And so basically your job as a creator, if you know someone else is already making that content, you can go watch it for ideas, but try to do something similar, but in your own way. Like add your own touch to it. I'm kind of shocked you haven't done Pokemon streams. Bro, I'm kind of shocked I haven't done that too. I freaking love Pokemon. But I want to play the new one that just came out on the Switch. And I figured out just recently how to stream the Nintendo Switch to Twitch. So I still need a computer to do that. So I plan to eventually. Also, yes, thumbnails and titles are big key to views. On YouTube, it seems like you can find anything. That is true. But there is an app and a website, whether you do it on mobile or on the actual computer. But YouTube Studio, I put it right there. If you have a channel, it shows you like all your analytics and things like that. I'm cosplaying for the first time next week, so that's another interest. That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to do a cosplay or get into cosplaying, I guess I should say. I hope you have so much fun because like it probably would be awesome. There's a lot of anime characters that I would love to like cosplay. My brother, I know you said you're into anime. My brother has a replica sword of the Elucidator from Sword Art Online hanging up on his wall in there. And I was like, bro, you should. He's got the shaggy hair. I was like, you could pull off a full cosplay of Kirito. You got to be a part of the community or get in as well. Give me shout outs to people. And when you copy content, be sure to shout out what inspired you. No one complains when you link them. That's true. Yeah, absolutely. And, I don't really have much of an inspiration with this, but like I always come back to Tom. And like Tom came to my channel, so I feel like that is me giving back. And I go over, I tell everybody to go watch him and Wyatt's World, because I found Wyatt's World way before we got on YouTube. Is that like Coldplay? Don't answer. Yes. You have to call me Nighthawk. Well, you have to call me Dragon. I probably get kicked out looking at the women in the costumes. Bro, cosplay is so cool though. You can see some crazy stuff. I want to cosplay as a Snorlax. Give me one of those like sumo wrestling blow up outfits, and then just put a Snorlax costume over top of it. Perfect. Then I can go sleep in the middle of the road and it's okay. I've been using Canva as free, but the best stuff is for pro users, and I don't have $50 to buy it. I only use the free version of Canva. I use it for everything. Like I can show you guys real quick. So Dad does everything on the computer, but I do everything on mobile. Don't worry, I'll crop you out so it doesn't seem weird. That's okay. I understand. But like, where's that Canva? Got it done. Alex, thank you. No worries, Rob. That's what we're all here for, to help each other out. But like if you see, if you go to like my recent designs, like all of the thumbnails that we've used in the last couple weeks, like, and I've made some extra stuff, but like I make all of this on Canva. I don't know which one I clicked on, but like this play-by-play one, and like it's super easy. The app is free. There's a lot of stuff on there that you can't use because you have to use it paid, but I try to work my way around that. But yeah, Soul Train, Canva, like Mickey's talking about right here, it's an app and it's a website to do your thumbnails, stuff like that. Yeah, I use it to make my thumbnails. That's the only thing I use it for. I tried to do it for a short video one time, but the app that I use for shorts, like my YouTube shorts, is okay. I'll just show you guys. This is like my YouTube tab real quick on my phone, and I've got TubeBuddy right here, YouTube Studio, Canva, and then CapCut right here is where I use to make my YouTube shorts. And then this right here is called Cut Studio. I don't know if there is a web version of that, or if it's just a phone app, but I use that to make transparent photos. Like, so I'll take a football player, like a picture of them, I'll put it on that app and it'll remove the background, and you can get 3 free every 24 hours. So I use that too. What's up, Puppet? Hope to get to do another Raider game again, because you get to see my passion of them. Absolutely. That's the best time to do it. What's up, Holly? Hope you are feeling a little bit better. Thanks for coming in here and saying hello to all of us today. Well, yeah, if anybody needs any help with that, because Dad has a different way of doing things than I do. Me and him are completely opposite. All of his is on the computer, and I don't use a computer for anything, because like I told you guys, all I had was that laptop, and it died on me. So everything I do for editing, thumbnails, I even create my streams on the phone, like everything. So if you need any help with any kind of mobile, I can help you with. And if you need any help with anything on the computer, more so, I could probably talk you through something, but Dad can also help you. Just finished Thor 4's dog water. So it's worth the watch, huh? Sounds like it. Sounds like a good movie. and I had to cancel so many plans, blah, but trying to be positive. I understand I did get really sick about a year and a half ago, and I was out of commission for a little while. So I understand what you're going through, and I hope you and your family um, start to go up on the mend very soon. But I'm glad you're trying to be positive because it definitely helps get through it. I think my graphics are pretty good. I like all of the post or pictures that you've posted in the Discord, Mickey, and like your YouTube banner looks very nice as well. I'm gonna need help for a certain thumbnail soon. I'll hit you up on a planet. Absolutely. Yeah, anybody that needs help, you can hit me up on Discord or on Twitter, or you can just leave a comment on one of our videos or something. In any of them, you can reach out and I will do my best to help you. Puppet says positivity. Shut up, Puppet. You said you like Pokemon. My best friend has the original Kanto badges tattooed. That's super awesome. One of my friends right here on his wrist has an 8-bit Ash and Pikachu, and it's like one of my favorite tattoos I've ever seen. Seriously, it's just real small, but it's so good. Holly with the 5. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and we are sending love back to you and your family as well. I appreciate that. Chris said I am at work, but I want the name to be called the Brady Bunch. You're banned. I'm building a gaming/streaming computer for my kids. For my kid with them for Christmas. Let you know how it runs, and I'll send you the parts list. We're starting with a sub 500 build that's easily upgradable to pro. Sounds good. Yeah, I posted the other day in the Discord if anybody had any suggestions to send my way. I have like my highest end build like saved in my phone, but I'm trying to not spend that much money right now. I forgot to mention I'm trying to cosplay a character from One Piece and a character from Fire Force. I don't know what Fire Force is, but one of my friends is like one of my coworkers. He's super into One Piece and he's been trying to get me to watch that for like a year now. Crawl Crew's a Twitch thing, Chris. Love the pics from the game. Yeah, Tim insisted we drop some pics in there, so I wasn't sure if you'd seen it. I did post. I know you like the kicker and the punter and the special teams people, so I made sure to post the one of butt kicker warming up down there. My brain was fully like thinking of you when I posted that one. But that sounds super awesome, Soul Train. I kind of want to do either. I've had a couple ideas for like different kind of cosplays like that, but I feel like I gotta really commit to one. Like I can't just like be like I want to do this one and this one. Like I gotta fully commit to one. On episode 972, I'm behind over 80 episodes. Cosplay is way over the top, but it is insane. Yeah, he did miss a field goal, but if you notice in that game, and I haven't got to rewatch it because I did record it so I could rewatch it, and I have not mentally got to the place where I can rewatch it yet. Both kickers in that game, I don't know if it was the weather or not, but like even their kickoffs were very short. There was only 1 or 2 kicks that went out the back of the end zone. So I'm gonna have a feeling it was hard to kick in that weather. And I'm gonna excuse it because it was 55 yards and both kickers kind of struggled, like even on kickoff. So I'm not mad at him about that. I sewed full digitigrade legs and modeled foam pads so my kids could go as a satire for a cosplay event in Halloween. I designed costume for plays, and this was the hardest thing to build ever. Dude, that's awesome though. I'm also watching Naruto. Started watching it this year. I started watching it, yeah, this year as well. I'm not very far because the long shows like that, I kind of like watch for a little bit and then stop and then come back. So I'm not very far into it right now. It has been pretty good though. So I like what I've watched so far. Naruto gang. Cosplay is awesome. I went to several Comic-Con events prior to the pandemic, and it's so fun. Yeah, there is one in Louisville, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis that comes around here every year. Then every year I have meeting to, but it always happens to be like on a day that no matter what, I can't do it, and it's so disappointing. And like one of the guys I work with goes to one of them every single year, and he's got like a bunch of pictures with a bunch of like some of the dudes from Lord of the Rings and like Stephen Amell and like just a bunch of different guys, and it's super awesome. I plan to going to one eventually. NFL strictly prohibits recording their games as well as rebroadcast. Well, Hulu Live TV recorded it for me. The Raiders kickoff hack is hilarious. You see the Pat Max segment on it. I did not. Back again. Welcome back, sister. Sells out every Geek Fest like 6 months before it goes on. Cosplay, Comic-Con, PAX. See, I want to go to PAX as well. Like, there's like a bunch of the YouTubers I watch in Australia always go to the PAX in Australia, and they always record their whole day being there. And like, I really want to go to one of those. I feel like Seattle is a good place to be in, like that kind of stuff as well. I feel like Seattle has a little bit of everything. They've got like, your nerdy stuff. They got your sporty stuff. They got your trendy stuff. Like I feel like Seattle is the city that really is about everything. But the animation made me nervous still watching it though. That's fair. I want to say recently, but it's been a couple months, but I recently watched all of Attack on Titan. I didn't anticipate how brutal it was going to be, but it was fantastic. And they're supposed to have so like it was supposed to end already, but they're going to make one more final season, and it comes out next year, and I'm pretty excited about that. Comic-Cons have made Halloween a weekly thing. The Raiders have a guy hold the ball on the kickoff. Oh, I did. I mean, I remember seeing that live just to hide who the wide receiver is on kick return so no one knows who to block. Also, they kick higher. I just started the final season of Attack on Titan. Yeah, that season it's wild, man. But I did notice that they held the football, and I was so confused about that, but I didn't ever go back and look at why. So the Raiders do that every game, or just this last game? Because I think this might be, other than the Chiefs game, the only game they have that I've watched. Because I don't really keep up with them all that well. So you have to ID who the guys are dropping instead of attacking on the kickoff. I get it, but like it was like the dumbest thing ever. I was like, why is he holding it about 3 games in a row? I guess that makes sense if they have a whole game plan. If Baker beats the Chargers in a couple weeks, I don't think it will be funny at all. Like obviously, I don't want the Chargers to keep winning because I'm a Chiefs fan, but I don't like Baker Mayfield. Pat says we do it every game. I mean, if anybody's watching the kickers, it's Pat McAfee because he watches all the kickers. But, props to Baker and what he did, but I'm still mad about it because I can't believe it, man. Holly says, I'm nervous about the Chiefs Broncos game tomorrow, even though the Broncos are bad. Chiefs can't seem to give us a stress free game. Just me. Holly, thanks for the 5. I feel the same way. As soon as the Bengals game ended and we were walking back to our car, which we parked in Kentucky, so we walked like a mile and a half to get back to our car because for whatever reason we thought it was a good idea, but it was freezing and it wasn't. And my like literally out loud, we were walking across the bridge to get into Kentucky, and I was just looking at my feet, and I was like, oh, thank God we have a bye week next week to make me feel better. And as soon as I said that, ever since I said that out loud, I was like, well, for whatever reason, that game's going to be stupid close for no reason. And yeah, I'm right in the same boat with you. We should win that game by at least 14 points. But it's probably for whatever reason be a 3 to 5 point game. I follow a few Baker bros who still miss him in Cleveland. I think Baker was great in Cleveland. I think Baker is a toxic person because he can't stay out of his head. Like if he could take his personal stuff and not bring it to the field or bring it to his interviews or whatever, he would be fine. The only issue he had in Cleveland was that he got hurt and he refused to sit down and he played through injury and it made himself look worse. Let me go look at what the line is, Mickey. It is 9 points. And it hasn't moved since 9. But I have not liked Baker Mayfield since his first media interview since being drafted. He came up on the stage and he said, the Cleveland Browns need me to turn their franchise around. Listen, you are as expendable as the next guy. Nobody needs you. Like, they needed him, yes, but for him to come out his first day as a pro and say that, it just made me so mad that I have not liked him since then. And like I know that's a bit judgmental, but like he's proven to still be that same person today. And now he butts people with no helmet on, like straight in their helmet. Like now he's got less brain cells than he did when he did then. Like I don't know why he keeps doing that, but whatever, man. Like whatever makes him happy. He won that game this weekend, so he had the right to do it again if that's how he wants to celebrate. I think he's a good football player, but he lets his brain get in the way. So when he has bad moments, it's usually up here. It's not because of his talent. I think it's Baker versus Baker every single day, and if he can win that battle against himself, he can be a good player. But that's only 50% of the time. So you got to flip a coin on which Baker you're going to get what day. If Denver keeps Hackett, how fast does Russ retire? I don't know, man. That's a dumpster fire. Guy holding it is usually dropping into the 3, usually 2, and the kicker who covers anyone who breaks the initial tack, using a loophole to sit 4 back and audible who goes and who sits back. That's kind of smart in its own way. I think what Baker did was great. Released on Monday in LA on Tuesday. 2 days later, he leads the team to come from behind win. That was great. I mean, yes, that was fantastic. Only reason I'm so mad about that specifically is because we watched Monday Night Football like 3 days before that. And we watched the exact same game, like almost to a T, the exact same game. And it's just like, it just felt stupid. And I remember I was like, 98 yards. Yeah, Baker's going to throw a pick 6. And then he throws an interception that gets removed by a penalty. And I was like, all right, I told you guys it was coming. And then he has the greatest drive of his entire career. So I give him props. But he still has a lot to really, like, truly earn my respect. It was the same score for both games. So one game was like 16-3 with 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, and then ended 17-16. And then the other game was 16-3 with 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining, and ended in 17-16. It was like the same score with the same amount of time left when it switched, and like it was literally like almost identical, man. I haven't watched any of Mayfield's pressers. Maybe that's why I don't have that same bad feeling about him. Like, I just remember because he got drafted like first overall, and he gets up on that podium and he's like, "Yeah, they need me. Like, they can't do it without me." And I'm just like, how are you going to make a statement like that as your first minutes as a pro? Like, he's all ego. You break his ego, he gets crazy, and he performs bad. It's always him against himself, always. I don't get the Russell Wilson regression. I know he needs a good old line, but he helped make the Seahawks offense to be watchable when they were terrible before he shows up. I know Russ broke his thumb or whatever last year, and I just don't think he came back the same. I don't know what's going on this year, honestly. Not sure Baker can hold this together to never not always be on the trade block for whatever team he's on. He's a free agent after this year, so depending on the next 4 games in LA, he might be a Ram next year and Stafford might retire, or he will be floating around again. It's hard telling. He is young, though, so I think he will be signed by somebody. That's so arrogant. That's what I mean. Like, that's what bothers me about him. Like, it's one thing to be confident and it's one thing to be overly arrogant. Like, you just got drafted by the worst team in the NFL by the record standings. Like, you are not going to take them to the Super Bowl the next year. Like you are not going to be that guy. Like, the Browns have good pieces. Like, you need 53 guys to get to the Super Bowl, not just one. And so to be able to just come out and say that crap like the second you get drafted is just so – it was blasphemy to me. Saints blew that game. Bad clock management. I'm still upset about Monday's game, and I'm not a Saints fan. I'm upset about Monday's game, and I'm not a Saints fan, and I'm upset about Thursday's game, and I'm sure as heck not a Raiders fan. Like, that just bothers me for both of those teams so bad. I guess those high knees on the airplane aren't working so well for Wilson. I don't know, man. I think he needs to go out to a mountain and meditate for a couple days and come back, and maybe he'll be better. I don't know. If Baker doesn't get in his own way, he's going to be another Ryan Fitzpatrick, but with more potential. I mean, I think Fitzpatrick did pretty well for, all the situations that he was in, but he has a very high potential. But when you put his brain in there, it knocks him down. So if he can get over that, his full potential goes up way higher. Like, I think he has a chance to be a top 10 quarterback any time. As long as he's got a good run game and he's able to run the play action, he is a good quarterback. He doesn't make too many bad decisions, but no run game, he can't do it. Like, that's his downfall. He can't win a game solely with his arm. He did this time against the Raiders. Like, that happened. So I know it sounds dumb me saying that, but I watched him all of the years he was in Cleveland. I didn't watch him I don't think any at all in Carolina, but I watched him his whole time in Cleveland. He can't win his game with just his arm. Like, he needed Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. That's why Cleveland was perfect for him. Now, Cleveland just does Cleveland things, and that's why all the situation that happened there did. Fitz does have the better beard, 100%. But I think there was no team better for him than being there. He might have success in LA if they get an O-line, they get a good run game, but who knows right now? Unless he decides he wants to become a whole different person and then, make me look like a total liar, then I don't know. Baker needs an offseason with Aaron Rodgers. I know, controversial, but maybe it helps him chill. I think Russell Wilson also needs an offseason with Aaron Rodgers just to get away for a little bit. The only answer you're looking for is flag. There were a lot of flags in that game, yeah. There were. I'm sorry, Nathan. But long story short, I don't like Baker Mayfield because of his ego. Love your hoodie, Alex. Cool tie-dye vibe. Does it say stay sick? Can't quite see the second word. Yeah, it does say stay sick. Holly, here, I'll move this for you. So there's this band. They're called Attila. Their lead singer's name is Franz, and he has a clothing line called Stay Sick. And some of his stuff's really, really dumb. But he has like so many cool designs. If I could own all of them, I probably would. But I love his brand. I love him. He's a cool dude. Um, his I don't. A lot of people probably wouldn't like his band, but they're like a party metal band, and more so with the party than anything. But yeah, it's his brand. I bought it probably at like Warped Tour or something. Soul Train knows who they are. I love that dude. I like have met them a couple times. Like they're so dumb, but I love them. Like that's just a vibe for me. Only thing I remember about Mayfield's Cleveland time is stadium commercials. What's up, Iron? Um, I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of like they've got a blue tie dyed hoodie that's got like aliens on it, and that's pretty cool. They released a song called "Let's Get Abducted," and it's actually like a love song. Um, any top 40 hits? No, no way. I don't think on any chart probably. They're really good and they're really fun live, but no way. Um, I'll just for you guys, I will post like I'll post one of their songs in here, and if you want to listen to it, you can. Um, they literally have a song called Pizza. They're so dumb. Like I don't know. Here we go. Are they on YouTube? Yes. Yep. There is one of their songs. They're very vulgar. I'm trying to find like the first song I ever heard about by them. Okay, I'm not gonna send the actual video because it's kind of cringy, but I'll send this song as well. I think this might have been the first song I ever heard by them. I appreciate you, Rob. I went to a metalcore show recently. It was Atreyu, Black Veil Brides, Motionless White, and Iceland Kills. Bro, we were just in here last night talking, or not last night, but Thursday night talking about Iceland Kills, and everybody was telling me I was crazy, but I love those guys. I love Motionless and White. Black Veil Brides, I don't love, but they are okay, and I do love Atreyu as well. But that was probably a really fun show. I saw the tour they were going on, but I wasn't able to go. Someone just got shot? Yo, what? Yeah, that's right. Soul Train, man. I love Franz. He is a crazy dude, man. But he's awesome. I'm emotionless and white stan. That's awesome. I met them one time, but I didn't get pictures with him. Um, but it was really cool. They're nice guys. The bassist for Motionless and White is the guy who used to be in Ice Nine Kills. But I am an Ice Nine Kills stan. Like I was in here just like preaching about them on Thursday. ironically enough. Are you all right, Mickey? But yeah, Attila is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. They are like one of my favorite bands to see live just because they're crazy. Like a fun story for you, quick story anyway. Like one time they were like, my YouTube feed is now 50% Iceland kills after clicking one link. Uh, they were like, we're coming to Louisville, Kentucky. And I was like, hell yeah, post the link. As soon as I post the link and buying tickets, it was just like a separate show. I clicked it and it was like at a strip club. And I was like, whatever, we're going to a strip club, I guess. Bills and Jets or Vikings and Lions, what should I do? Ugh. Well, the Bills and Jets are supposed to be a weather game. I think the Vikings and Lions will be really good, though. I need to go to the corner store before it closes and get milk for coffee. It is life in the hood. What do you want for dinner? Whoa, what are my options? Mickey says do the Lions game. I think that'll be the better game of the two, honestly. Oh, Lorna Shore is really, really good too. They are very heavy though. Yeah, Mickey, just be careful. For sure. Just be careful. Take care of yourself. I saw Jane's Addiction at a country bar in KC. Weird band to be sitting on a mechanical bull. Jeff, I feel like you have some really odd but really awesome stories just like that. That's odd, but it is awesome. I think the most interesting venue I ever saw a band at was um, at the strip club. I saw it Attila. It was super awesome because there was like no stage. Like I took a picture. I don't think I took more than maybe one picture at that show because like it was crazy, and I ran into a bunch of my friends there, which I did not expect either. Oh, and that show at the strip club, I went up on the stage and because everybody just like jumped up on there and he just like pointed to the crowd. So I just stage dove. And that was the first time I ever stage dove. And that was awesome. Okay. I also really like love the guitarist for Ice Night Kills. I mean Attila. His name's also Chris. Papa, cover your ears. No, my dad actually was gonna go to the same venue, the same strip club with me to see another band, but their bus broke down on the way. We drove all the way up there, and we ended up having to come home, which sucked. But he was gonna go with me. Can't go wrong with some burgers. Oh yeah, that's so awesome. Holly and Jeff went to the same show. It's a small world. Bullet for My Valentine, I kind of like. See, I'm right there, Jeff. It's just kind of like I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I like that band or yeah, I love that band, but kind of. My first concert ever was Atreyu, Blessed Fall, Bullet for My Valentine, and Avenged Sevenfold. Blessed Fall is one of the most underrated bands of all time. I would absolutely die for all of them. I love them so much. I don't even think I saw a post on Instagram. I don't think they're gonna be a band anymore, and I was really depressed about that. But they are amazing, and they're so much fun live. But Bullet for My Valentine is just a very, it's they're okay. I don't love them. Small world. I would have bumped into my celebrity crush already. The I was just telling this story when we were walking back to our car after the football game last week. Um, Me and Dad went to opening day for the Cincinnati Reds 2 years ago, and one of my favorite singers, like of all time, he sings for the band called Beartooth, and they're from Columbus, Ohio. And we were in Cincinnati. I ran into him at Cincinnati's opening day, which was the last place I ever expected to like run into someone like him. Here it is. This is the picture I took from the strip club. That's the only like proof that I was even there, and you can't even tell, but yeah, that's it. But it was fun. That place was called like, I don't know, Trixie's or something. But I from like 15 to like 21, I was like a complete and total concert junkie. That's all I did. I traveled, Chicago, Nashville. We went to Kansas City, uh, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. That's it all the time, Louisville. And that's all I did for like 5 years straight. Yeah, I feel like it was called Trixie's. I don't know if that's actually what, but that was the only thing I could think of, and it sounded right. I wish this like told me the location, but I think it's called Trixie's. Papa stage jumping in tandem could have been cool. That's true. It would have been awesome. I was really sad that because we were going to see Icy Stars and they didn't. Their bus broke down on the way. Yeah, I love small like local band. There's a place that's no longer open and it was called the Vernon Club in Louisville. And like the upstairs, like the ground level was a bowling alley and then basically the basement of it was the venue. And like if people were bowling, you could like see on the ceiling like the bowling balls like moving down like back down the lanes and stuff. It was super cool. It seems dangerous now, but I didn't care then. And it was a really compact venue, and the stage was like 2 feet tall, and everyone just like packed up in there. And those were my favorite shows. But then that place closed down. Like we all went up there. Like there were so many people from the community that went up there to like pretty much say farewell to this venue because it was so sad. Like we love that place. There's a place also in Newport, Kentucky, and it's called the Thompson House, and it's literally a big house, and the basement of it is a music venue. It's not like a house show, but it's like an actual concert venue, but the upstairs of it is just a house, which is crazy. I used to see the bands Capture the Crown and Crown the Empire and Ice Nine and Secrets. Like those four were always in Louisville before they were ever big. Like every other weekend. So we just like I've seen them so many times because I would be like I'd get all my guy friends and I'm like, let's go to Louisville, and that's what we do. Like the small venues is where it's at, man. It's also personal and you got a better chance of getting hurt, especially in the genres of music I listen to. But like you also have a better chance of someone taking care of you if you get hurt. Body Count, Agent Orange, everyone became a strip club, didn't change the name, it actually became a punk club again. I even saw Falling in Reverse at a good venue. I've seen Falling in Reverse a couple times. They're actually going on tour with Papa Roach, and like they just went on tour, but they're going on a second leg, and Hollywood Undead and somebody else. And I am very tempted. They're coming to Lexington, Kentucky in February, and that's a bit of a drive for me, but I'm really, really considering going because they're so much fun live. But I hate Ronnie Radke, but I love Falling in Reverse, man. I really hate going out even just half a block. I mean, I understand that, Mickey. I can definitely understand why. Just be careful. I do have. I used to like the original Hollywood Undead. Absolutely. I do have a video that one of my friends took me crowd surfing, and I got full on scorpion. Like I was on my stomach, which if you ever crowd surf, don't go on your stomach. It's so stupid. You're probably gonna get hurt. But you can see in the video because I was wearing white pants that my feet just went over my head. And I got scorpioned, and it was crazy because I just went. Someone just threw me, and But that's one of the highlights of my life. I got a video of that. Been in self quarantine, and the more I stay in, the more anxious about going out. Uh, when everything was shut down a couple of years ago, I felt that so hard, man. It didn't hurt. Like, it just, the video looks so bad. Like, I'll have to post it in the Discord if I can, because I know I have it on here, but I'll have to clip it so it's a little shorter. Um, it was awesome though. I was probably like 17 when that happened. Odds Alex can lock me up 1v1. Wait, what are we playing? Old Hollywood Undead would upset a lot of people now, but I still love them. Some of their new stuff's okay, but it definitely doesn't compare to their old stuff. Like basketball, I probably couldn't lock you up because you're so much taller than me. Football, maybe. I don't know if I can jump as high as I used to be able to, but I probably could make an active effort. If you're not here when I return, much love to you all and go Chiefs. Much love to you, Mickey. Go Chiefs. Be safe. And if we are not live, be sure to post in the Discord so we know you got home safe. My first shows were the Police on their first US tour and the Stray Cats, but my first show was Wings Over America tour in '76. That's awesome. Yeah, I think my first show ever was in like 2010 or 2011. There's a vid for the off season. Papa's the QB. Bro, I feel like you should try to 1v1 him. He'll just like lay you out, man. I have a video of my cousin trying to 1v1 him when we were younger, and it was so funny. Hey, Rob, thanks for sitting in here with us for a few. Um, take care and have a good night. Appreciate you. I'll listen to those bands, but also go rave at EDC. I've never been to like an actual rave, but I had a best friend who was super, super into it, like Lost Lands and stuff like that. And I think I feel like I would love to at least go one time. I'm into a lot of the music. Have you ever heard of Sullivan King? I'm sure you have because he's like featured with like Excision and stuff like that, and he's a pretty big artist in that scene. But I did get to see Sullivan King live one time. He opened for Icy Stars, which was super sick. That's how I discovered him. Yeah, my best friend used to go to all those kind of events, and it was super awesome. My older brother's first concert was Kiss. I wish I was old enough to go with him at the time. When he's back, I'll challenge him, dude. He'll do it. He might do it. I don't know, but yeah, it'd be cool to see Kiss live. I've seen Ozzy. I've seen Motley Crue. I'm trying to think. I've seen Alice Cooper, like the bands in that genre, but I haven't got to see too many. I wish I was a little bit older than I am because there's a lot of stuff that like when my dad was a kid that I would love to like the shows and stuff he went to. I would have loved to see all of them, but unfortunately, some of them were way before I was born. Yeah, Sullivan King is so awesome. He's like a one man band, and he did like a Bring Me the Horizon slash A Day to Remember like remix thing, and I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm gonna love him forever. And so I've been following him since then. That was probably like 5 years ago. And Excision's obviously cool as well. Summer Jam used to be a huge thing in Kansas City. He blends metal with dubstep. That's why I love him, man. Like he put on that show, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm having literally the time of my life, and I was so unexpected. Like obviously, I went for IC Stars. I didn't know anybody else on the lineup, and it was a bunch of like kind of guys like him. The next one before IC Stars was a female, but it was like a very dubsteppy type of thing. I got the 90s roll, so saw every grunge band a little too late for Ozzy. Maybe a late Guns N' Roses show. See, I would have liked to see Guns N' Roses. I would have liked to see like a lot of those bands like in their prime. I saw Motley Crue in like 2014, so like that wasn't anything crazy. And I saw Ozzy, I think, in 2015. I missed out on like Blink 182 in their prime, which would have been so cool. They're coming around next summer with the original lineup, and it'll be my chance. But it's like it's expensive to go see them for whatever they're coming back and stuff. But someone is knocking on our door. Oh, the boys are still here. They got it. I was like, it's almost midnight. Yeah, that's Loki. I've always liked them. Hard to see these reunion tours sometimes. Yeah, see, like when I saw Motley Crue, I bought tickets for Dad because he grew up a big Motley Crue fan, like um, a huge Motley Crue. He was like a roadie, like when he was a teenager. He like went and did all of that, went and followed their tour and stuff. Um, but when I took him to see those, he was like, "It's not the same," And I was like, "Well, I never got to see him in the prime because I thought it was freaking sweet. Like I thought this was like the coolest stuff ever." And he's like, "Yeah, it was okay, but I don't think she's home yet. I will see." She's at the other house with my puppies. He's going to see Guns N' Roses, and then the St. Louis incident happened in case the show was canceled. That's sad. But I'm still contemplating the Blink 182 show. I think the closest one here is in Nashville. So it'll be a little bit of a drive, but it would be worth it if I decide to go out there. I don't think I went to a single show this year, which is kind of sad. Last year, the only show I went to was Ice Nine's WEBN show in Covington, Kentucky. The event I'm going to next week where I'm cosplaying is having two raves, so I'm extra hyped. Dude, cosplay and a rave at the same time, it's going to be nuts. After they weren't popular in my small club like a decade after they were still originally together, worth it. Yeah, I would do I would probably I don't know. I feel like I would be down to most any kind of show. If someone's like, "Hey, you want to go?" I'd be like, "Yeah, let's go." Like that sounds fun. I was working at Taco Bell in Lawrence, Kansas in 1992 when Pearl Jam played a Day on the Hill. It was so muddy and sad I didn't get to see the show, but the drunk rush was quite amusing. I couldn't imagine working at like any kind of like stay open late restaurant or fast food place either or like when a concert like that comes out. Jeff said, "Holly, you and I grew up next to each other and we didn't even know it." So I'm working out every single day. I got faith in you. Why? I walked in miles today, plus I went to a sauna. Yeah, you just like gotta sweat it out, man. You guys were like pretty much neighbors for probably a good period of time. That's so crazy. It really is a small world, man. It's like dad does the IU basketball streams, obviously when he's home, and I've watched him sit there and talk with people, and half the people who show in just to like listen to him call games, he starts talking with them, and he grew up right around all of them and just didn't know them, which I was like mind blown how many people we've met that was pretty much his neighbor growing up as well. And so it's like crazy how that happens. It's a trigger I needed for my self improvement because I'm not doing it for another person. That's fair. I think it always should be for yourself anyway. I don't like the concept of like, oh, I gotta lose weight for someone else, or oh, I have to, you know, get fit for somebody else. Like I feel like anything like that you do, you should always do for yourself anyway. Taco Bell bacon breakfast quesadilla tastes great. I don't know if I've had that. I had some of their breakfast things, but not that one. That sounds really good though. Does it come with a lot in it? Because I feel like Taco Bell's quesadillas, there's like it's so big in tortilla, but there's like hardly anything in it. Mm-mm-mm. I was just kind of thinking that. I feel like you guys have probably bumped into each other at a show or something and just never even known it. Or maybe at the Taco Bell you worked at. That's so awesome, man. Looks like we're having chicken breast, mashed potatoes, and corn for dinner. That sounds pretty good. Eggs, bacon, can't really taste anything else. That's probably enough for me. Uh, I feel like I was gonna bring something up with you guys today for this Q&A, but I'm trying really hard to remember. I know I've been sitting here for 3 hours, but I feel like for the last 3 hours I've been trying to think of whatever it was. I was just a mule. Let's see. How annoyed do you get when so many people don't realize Kansas City is in Missouri? Because I've met too many who think the Chiefs play in Kansas, and I just stare at them in disappointment. One of my favorite memories in Kansas City, I drove, because Kansas City is like 8 hours for me. I drove and we spent the week there, and it was the first time I'd ever been there. And the only reason we went was because Bring Me the Horizon, which is probably my all time favorite band, went on tour, and they don't go on to the U.S. very often. And they went to Kansas City, and I'm trying really hard to remember what that place was called. I know we stayed in the Light District. We stayed for a week so we could, just experience the city and go up to Arrowhead and check it out and things like that and see Bring Me the Horizon. But when we got to the venue and they came out on stage, and they're from the UK, and they came out and they were like, we've been here for like 48 hours, and I just found out an hour ago that we're not even in Kansas. And it was like, I love them so much. I would die for that band, seriously. But they were, it was like so wholesome. They were like, we've been here for 2 days, and we didn't even know until just now that we're in Kansas, or we're not in Kansas, that we're in Missouri. I had to put some stuff back that I have more money left in my cash up card, but I forgot I bought the dog food the other day. But I got milk and a cup of noodles, so I'm good. Mickey, I'm glad you're back, man. I didn't want to close the stream down until you got back, so I knew you made it home safe. We'll never sleep, because sleep is for the weak. We'll never rest. Dude, I love them. Like, I think that was like the first band, maybe second band I ever really loved, and to this day, like I have two tattoos for Bring Me the Horizon. I haven't met them, but one day it will happen. One day it'll happen. I don't know how and what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I got to go to the UK because Ollie, their lead singer, has like this church that he opened, and it's not really a church, but it used to be a church maybe, and it's like a restaurant and some other stuff in there. I'm like, maybe I just got to go to the UK and hope that when he's home, he goes there one day or something. I don't know, but like I have to meet this band at least once in my lifetime because they're literally everything to me. The Arvis Bank Theater at the Midland. Yeah, that's where we saw them. I know we stayed in the Light District, but I couldn't remember if the venue was also in the Light District. I sleep for a week. Does that make me weak? No. Like, I love that lyric from Bring Me the Horizon, and then Black Bear has a lyric, and he's like, I got two moods. And he's like, sleep is for the weak or sleeping for a week. And I'm like, that's relative. They were always in LA, New York, Vegas, Kansas City. Anything that wasn't LA, New York, or Vegas, they just called Kansas City. That's fair. Yeah, it's the only music venue in Kansas City that I've ever been to, but I absolutely loved it. It was very cool, very odd setup. But I like there was like bars in between like the rows. It was all standing room only, but it was like strange, but I loved it. There's two KCs so close to each other, but people should do their research when visiting. That's true. I was angry because spell check changed week to week. No, sleeping for a week is not a bad thing, and sometimes I wish I could sleep for a week. I feel like I would just feel better if I did that. But yeah, that venue is super awesome. I live like 5 miles away from Patrick Mahomes. That's pretty sweet though. Not everybody can say that. Sleeping is necessary for recovery, even if it's something as mild as just like a headache or something. Like I feel like it's very important. I don't sleep nearly enough as I would like to. But Holly, I am glad to hear you're feeling a little bit better. Sleeping heals the brain, body, soul, etc. I realize that the more I get older. I feel like I'm an old soul because I was like that in high school too. I was like, listen, you guys want to go party and you want to go crazy, and I just want to take a nap. No problem, Mickey. Your family. I tried to look out for everybody as much as I can. The literally called State Line. I lived on the Plaza in Missouri, but my club fitness joint was 2 blocks away and in Kansas. That's so crazy. I did also go to the Ameristar in Kansas City, and that was actually pretty nice. The company I work for owns that casino, and as well as the one I work for. But we stopped in there, and it was crazy to me because like I work on a boat, and for the longest time, like it didn't register to me because I never like went outside when I was at work that it was a boat, but it doesn't feel like you're on a boat. And so when I walked in there, they told me I had to ask them. I was like, "Are you sure this is on a boat?" They were like, "Yep, as soon as you cross that." Well, we just hit that Ameristar on our way home. I don't think it was very like it was a little bit out of the way. I remember from where we were staying and stuff. I also like I know that Kansas City is a barbecue place, a barbecue city. They have great barbecue. But we ate at a place in the Light District that was a couple blocks down from where we were staying. And I can't remember what it's called for the life of me. But every time I thought it was incredible. But every time on social media, like a football player or an athlete or someone will be like, "What's the best Kansas City barbecue since I'm here?" And they'll list all these places, and I've never ever seen anybody suggest the place that I went to. Like, I could probably look through my pictures and find a picture of whatever it was called, but like if the name came up, I'd be like, "That's the one." No one ever says it. I'm like, man, do people in Kansas City hate this place? Because I thought it was amazing. Let me go back to my pictures from there, and I might be able to find it. Newport, because I did take some photos, but I didn't like take like a million pictures or anything. Okay, what day was that? It was October 24th. Where you in is more of a touristy joint. I forget what it's more of a chain. Okay, that makes sense. It did seem kind of like a chain. It is 12:04 where I'm at. October of too far. Time is relative. That's fair. Something boys. Yeah, something boys. I'm trying to like read this like Plowboys. That's what it was called. Plowboys Barbecue. And I loved the name of it. That's why we stopped in and ate there. Yeah, Plowboys. Okay, why? But normal days I'm past by now. For some reason, when I have weekend off, I have all the energy. That's what I'm saying. I was off today, and I've just been playing games and stuff all day. Yeah, it was cool. And I haven't been to very many restaurants there, so I don't know what all of the barbecue joints are like. Um, they had like a little sign. It was like said like fries before guys and stuff like that. But we got like a pulled pork sandwich and other stuff. It was I don't know, and I'd never heard anybody on social media ever talk about it, and so that's why I was like, huh, maybe we should try this, or maybe people hate it. I have eaten at the Sonic right next to Arrowhead. Um, I do have that memory there. I would probably have a lot more like in the next year or two. Um, I will have a lot more memories in Kansas City. Yeah, they had cheesy corn. They were like, you can get corn or you can get cheesy corn, and I was like, they don't offer that where I live. I was like, give me that cheesy corn, man. So I don't know if that's like normal at barbecue joints in Kansas City or not, but I was like, yeah, and it was fantastic. They had good fries, and we got some pulled pork sandwiches and other all kinds of stuff. I tried as many things as my stomach would allow me to try while we were there but it has to be a chain because they were like selling like their own like merch and barbecue sauce and stuff like that. I should have bought some. Yeah, we're going to see Taylor Swift in Kansas City in July as well. So we'll be back for that. We'll be there for the draft. We'll be there. I'm gonna try to go to a September Chiefs game next year, like earlier in the year, so it's warm. Because every Chiefs game I've ever been to is freezing. Jack Stack has cheesy corn too. That's another good barbecue joint, but pricey. I feel like I'm willing to spend any amount of money on food as long as it's good, especially if I've never had it before. But I plan to, when we come down for the draft, Holly, I plan to eat at a different barbecue joint like all 4 or 5 days that we're there. And probably when we go to the Taylor Swift concert, I'm probably going to do the same thing every single day we're there. Because I want to get all of the experience. And I'm going to go to that chicken place that Mickey was talking about. I can't remember what it's called right now. In Seattle, I go to a barbecue place and they have what someone in KC would refer to as a personal smoker. They have in their driveway, not the restaurant grade smoker. It does not hold 9 entire animals. That's kind of cool though. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what that chicken place is called. Kirkland. That sounds like a Vikings fan base location. It doesn't sound like a real city. Or at least a Kirk Cousins fan base. Maybe not Vikings. Yeah, he said it's near Arrowhead because he said he lives 2 miles from the stadium. And he said it's somewhere around there, I think. Or it might be right inside of Kansas. Hi, kitty. I'm trying to remember. It was what Mickey said we have to try when we come down there. When he comes back, I'll ask him. I think that might be what it is. Go chicken go. That sounds right. It had chicken in the name. It is the kitty. It's the baby. Eat the baby. You gonna say hi now? Yeah, go chicken go sounds right. You sleepyhead? Yeah. Are you done? Are you done being cute? Maybe. He is making air biscuits. All right, there you go. Yep, there he is. I was trying to remember if that's the chicken place you were telling me about. I love chicken and I love barbecue, so I am down to try anything with those two things in it. All right, I think it's back. Take a nap. I'm back. I need more barbecue in my area. There's like one barbecue place around here, and I don't know if it's that good, but people have said it is. There's also that food truck. I can't remember what the barbecue place is called, but they come around here every now and then. But sorry about that. Health permitting, I have season tickets at Arrowhead, so if you can make it for a September game next season, Alex, I'll treat you. I will definitely let you know because I want to go earlier in the season a game, so I want to try to make it down there. Like my mind is blank. Yeah, it's a little funny. I don't know what it's doing right now. I am back, yes, but I think it is Gates is a good place for KC barbecue. Before House of Brisket, yeah, that's the place. They have like a food truck that comes around here. But I am very hungry and I have to be at work in early in the morning. So I feel like we had a really good stream tonight. So I'm very thankful for all of you guys coming in here talking about music and food and Jeff and Holly on realizing that they were neighbors for years of their life back in the day. That was pretty cool. That was a cool moment. It's in the blood. So I'm thankful to have witnessed that. Um, I'm very appreciative of all you guys who've hung out with me tonight. I'm trying to think. Tomorrow we've got Sunday. Tomorrow we got football. Very excited. I will not be in here for the 1 o'clock games or the 4 o'clock games, but I will be in here for Sunday night football. The Dolphins at the Chargers. That should be fun. I will end the poll. Anybody that hasn't voted, be sure to vote in the poll really quickly, and I will close it down in about 30 seconds. Let me get this all good real quick. said I'm just getting out of the shower. I didn't fall. But, oops. What am I doing? I don't know. All right, let's get this poll closed up. Where are we at? End poll. All right, I'm going to take a picture just so Dad can see it. 44% of you said Blood Fam, 37% said Blood Crew, 13% said something else, and 3% said Blood Club. All right, I'll let Dad know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow night, absolutely. Let me catch up on real quick. Thank you all. Trip down memory lane, good combos. Nathan, I'm glad you didn't fall in the shower. I'm on the Discord. Yeah, anybody not in the Discord, you can join it. If you want to follow my Twitch account, you can. I'm not going to go live tonight, but I probably will go live tomorrow night after the football game for a while. And remember, go Chiefs. He said, I said blood clots. I'll let Dad know all of the suggestions that were under the something else tab. And so he can make the final decision. But I know I figured out what you guys like the most. I'm very grateful for you. And it's time for me to find some food because I am starving. I have not eaten in a good number of hours. Last but not least, much love to all of you, and go Chiefs. Have a safe rest of your night. I will see you tomorrow, and peace.